Oh, it's working out. Okay, cool. Sorry about that one, boys. How you boys all doing? Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream. Boys, how are all you doing today? Let's have ourselves a good old 5v5 1v1 Duels stream. How about it? How y'all doing? Sorry if I peeked in the mic there. I got really excited. I'll move it way back whenever I get excited. How does that sound? Boys, how are all you doing? Welcome back. Welcome back. How are you guys doing on this Friday evening? We got ourselves quite a few boys in here. We got Fanatism. We got Jumper DC. It's Jesus. Lofty Paul. How you doing, my guy? It's been a while. Hey, mate, to the stream in a long while. You have. That's true. You haven't been around quite a bit. You got Lofty. We got SB. Jesus G. We got Jack Wagon. How you boys all doing? Welcome back. Welcome back to another wonderful, beautiful live stream. Zdarova, my drug. Zdarova. Как дела? Zdarova, everybody. And we see my guy with a fresh 20 bones right then there.
Well. You love sound. Admit it.
You love sound. Admit it. Thank you so much, DC. Okay, we got a big old hashtag DC in the chat showing appreciation for awful doing my man. A bit more 100-hour weeks. That's why we started damn near. Yo, Paul, my guy. Well, hopefully you're somehow getting a moment to take a breather and maybe even play a game or two once in a blue moon, my guy. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. COVID has fucked up a bunch of shit for a lot of people, dude. Honestly, I've been talking to some friends, talked to some close people, and yeah, it's over a year. It's had some fucking effects, boys. Hashtag DC for wonderful, beautiful. Don't know him regularly, you know me. I know you, Jack. I know you, Paul. Hopefully you're doing good, my guy. I hope you're doing really, really well, boys. It is time for some 5v5 1v1 duels over on the region of EU. So hopefully you guys are ready and excited. Okay. Let me get the duels information. You know what? I really like this song, dude. I really like this song. Should we add that to the mix? Is this legit? Let me pin the message as well. Let's see. Mustache is not symmetrical. It's okay. That's literally my brand. It's asymmetrical mustache. You know what I mean? Yo, hello, what's up? Noko, how you doing, my guy? Hope you haven't got to EU deals. That's it different, dude. They do. They do. EU boys, hopefully you guys are all ready for some 5v5 1v1s. You know what? I kind of like this song. Let me add that into the duels mix. And I think the next one I wanted to add into the duels mix. If we don't like him for any reason, we're just going to remove him. But I kind of like the vibe, dude. I kind of like the vibe with this song, honestly. Alrighty. Logging on EU, boys. Let's get some 5v5 1v1s. I'm on USC. Yo, we got US duels over on the Saturday if you guys want to join them as well. Where's Atham? We'll see. Maybe. Fix it? Well, all I could really do, I mean, I guess I could go in front of the mirror and put some mustache wax in to make sure they're a bit more symmetrical. If you guys really want me to do that, I could take a second out of my day. But let's try to see if we can get some duels in here as well, yeah? EU boys, write me back with a message real quick like, that you're ready for some 5v5 1v1 duels. As soon as we get 2 groups of 5, we got the Q's boys. Anto already opened the group already, as well as Jesus. We got our groups, boys. That's all we need is just 2-man squad, and we're done. What is this? Sardis. Oh, yeah, I guess I get Sardis here too, right? I didn't realize. That's cool. That is a cute little mouse, dude. That is a cute little mouse mount. Too bad it doesn't fly. I swear to God, like it literally, like when you do this mount special, it has these Hearthstone cards that literally circle around it and makes it fly. But when you actually go out, you don't fly in this thing. I would imagine this thing would have had a fly animation. We got Asuma ready with the Sentry. Let's get Anto and Jesus because they were the first ones up, and we'll get Asuma as well as Sentry afterwards, boys. Yeah. Anto, XD, and Jesus in the 5v5 1v1 duels group, boys. Sentry, Asuma, I got you guys on a lockdown for the next one. Rodell, what's up, Bob? Without you, my man. Hope you have a good one. Watching Midnight Mass, and all I can say is, damn, yo, Midnight Mass is a hell of a show, dude. It's definitely an interesting one. Like, I feel like that show is going to be a hit or miss with some people, but it's definitely an interesting show for sure. I don't want any spoilers. All right, sounds good. What's up, Celtic? How you doing, my guy? How are we doing today? We're doing pretty good, dude. Getting the duels up and running. These are going to be some of the first duels of the evening as well, boys. First duels of the day. So Twitch, we got ourselves Team Anto over on Team 1 with him coming on the red Paladin G-Funk as a Necrolord. All right, I like it. The Necrolord buff is looking really good in 915 so far. Lord Farquaad as an Elemental Shaman. We got Mini Arrogant as a Windwalker. Why is that such a fitting name for a monk? Mini Arrogant, as well as SP as a Shadow Priest versus Team 2. We got ourselves Jesus on our Frost DK, Kib in the back as a Shadow Priest, Nemera as an Arms Warrior. We got Dai as well as Yaferka. That's as close as I can really say it in Russian. At least I think that's his name. Enter with a Shield of Vengeance immediately. Yaferka get it, the bleeds up and running with Bestial Wrath. Is going to go for a kick on a holy. Is that enough damage onto Enter? I think the dots are going to have quite a bit of pressure, but not enough burst to really lock him out of the bubble. Root onto Enter. As Yaferka got himself just dodged to roll onto Enter. As soon as Enter gets some sort of recovery, he's going to go for a reset with a Cyclone, a really aggressive kitty cat. Is that a Night Fae Pepe? Is that what that is? It is? I think so, at least. I'm trying to look at it, but they're just moving it against me. They're actually trying to duel, and I'm just like, slow down. I want to see what that thing on your head. Bubble out of the Paladin. Blind onto Yaferka. That's going to be Andrew trying to make the most holy damage happen. Unable to break through the Flesh Cup shield just yet. That is going to be Barskin for Yaferka as well. With all the damage out of Andrew, he had to go burning through the full Flesh Cup shield with his full burst. But the Druid was A-okay, literally just sat inside a bear form. Actually, not even a bear form, just with Flesh Cup. And that was enough. He needed just Flesh Cup to keep him rolling through the burst. He literally has a second health bar while Flesh Cup is up, which is going to see a much needed nerf over in 915. Blessing and protection coming down for Antu. If Eric try to go for the shackles of malediction, no action dots on Antu, so you just have to deal with the shackles. Just try to go for some heals. Through it might not have been the best move right here. Does he have the holy power to Ward of Glory? He does have by a bit. Wing proc is up. Definitely wants to use it defensively, catching up on all that health while wings are up. And Yaferka is just gonna have to keep the dots rolling, keep the pressure rolling. And maybe even get a maim stone onto Anta with a big old bite. Drink it out of Anta. As the Paladin got no defensives left, the Druid just continuing the pressure as best as he can. Hammer of Justice out of the Paladin, throwing hammers in onto Yaferka. Not going in for the biggest burst possible. Looks like playing it very, very defensively still. As the Paladin is waiting for the Shield of Vengeance to come back up. Also, Paladin is playing Blessing of Sank. I wonder if Sank can actually help him out at all, but it's going to be a quick stun with a Feral Frenzy out of Yaferka, and that is enough damage to push the Paladin over the edge. With G-Fun coming out as a Necrolord Survival Hunter, looking like a Necromancer himself, which actually has like a full awesome fitting transmog for it, in my opinion. Gonna be a Skull Bash out of Yaferka onto the Pet Fear. What Skull of Cast is even lock you out of? Is that a Nature Cast? What Skull of Cast is that even? Gonna be Yaferka with a quick main onto G-Funk, is gonna force out a defensive out of him with a Trinket, as G-Funk is gonna go a little bit aggressive. Eyes of the Beast is trying to get interrupted onto Eyes of the Beast. This guy's actually trying to get kicked on one of the Hunter abilities. I guess he could have got kicked on the Fury if he wanted to. Quick maim as Yaferka tried to catch up on a couple of regrowths. G-Funk still holding on to the big defenses. Maim could be really deadly right here. No Trinket. Massive bite out of Yaferka. Even though this guy's playing a dot-based Druid, he's still going for the big old mean bites either way. And Lord Farquaad is going to be up next. And Necrolord Shaman to lock down the Feral, knocking it back with a Thunderstorm. The Feral leaps in on top of the Shaman. The lasso is going to be used to wrangle up this kitty. Bardskin up for Yaferka as Lord Farquaad setting up for a bunch of instacast bursts. That's going to be Sky Fury, everything. Lava Burst coming up as Yaferka tried to see if he can kill the Totem. Matter though if he was able to do enough damage. Maim onto Lord Farquaad. This is going counter offensive. Lord Farquaad is going to activate Earth Shield, and he is chilling, hanging out, doing just fine. I'm actually surprised. So he needed to Skull Bash by Yaferka. This is going to be a Stormkeeper out of Lord Farquaad. Trying to get the big zaps into Yaferka with a lasso afterwards. The Fire Elemental is here. That's going to be a shield for the Necrolord used for Yaferka as he gets low. That's the Feral actually jumps super low. Earthshock is going to drop him down critically. Going for a lot of heals just to catch back up. Lord Farquaad getting actually locked down as the Feral turned the attention around on him completely. Taking him out. And SP is going to be up next. Trying to go for a Shadowboard Death versus a Cyclone, but I guess he does immune the Shadow Word Death backsplash damage, doesn't he? My goodness, dude. Can anybody stop this Feral? The Necrolord Menace is still super dominant. And I don't even know if you end up taking out the power of that shield with Fleshcraft, is that even going to be enough? Going to be SP going for a stone to Yafurka, is getting a couple of those Void Bolts to do some damage back to MSP. Not playing that Necrolord anymore. Actually, Megalomania, so he's going to double the Void Volleys with the Mind Games while he's moving. That's going to be quick and sharp for Yafurka. SP locked out in Shadow for a bit, but he can still move. He's still got Mind Games, so he's going to be able to use it to set up some damage as well as the defensive. Where's the Yafurka? The Feral breaking through the Mind Games, continue to do damage to SP. Cyclone Acid goes for a Disperse, so at least denying the Shadow Priest any kind of self-healing as Yafurka maybe catch a reset. No, he does not just yet. Going to be great fit for SP as he's trying to get some damage onto Yafurka. Trying to get interrupted. Shadow Mends. Does he get Skull Bash? No Skull Bash on Yafurka into a quick maim. SP might still be down for the count. Does he get a heal off? He does not. Went Ventir this time around, and it actually just didn't quite help him out. The Ventir burst is quite high. But he also was playing the healer Lego and never got to use a Shadow Mend off at all. That's really his win condition, is being able to get the Shadow Mends off in a pure 1v1 scenario. The Feral get hit with Electric Trinkets out of a quick moment to Mini, as Mini got himself full burst, locking out Feral with a Fist of Fury. Big damage as Yafurka got himself Bear Form. That's going to be Frenzy Regen, which I think is an emergency Frenzy. Is it emergency Frenzy Regen? I don't even know if this man is playing Ursos or what. Are you Resto Affinity? Because it might be. The bleeds are actually rotting Mini pretty hard though. Mini Giant is just gonna completely rot it down. Maimed by the Druid into a Cyclone onto Mini as Yafurka going for regrows back to back. Is it gonna go for a Flesh Cup while Mini is CC'd, but is gonna break out of it. Quick Spear Hand Strike, interrupt the Flesh Cup. And Mini got himself one last bash to the defense. Maybe mobility is all he has. Does he have a port available? He might need summon to at least get away from the Feral Druid. Vivify into a Skull Bash, and the Feral came in to win this duel. That is a night for Pepe. Now we get to see it better. Yafurka came in for a savage 1v5. He came in to win that duel. Absolutely went in to win everything there. Alrighty, boys. First duel of the day, only one guy got to play. Was it Team Jesus that he was part of? I kind of want to get him to play again as soon as possible, but we should probably get Asuma and Sentry in next, yeah? Let's do that, boys. Let's get them in here. Asuma and Sentry. Because those guys need to get a chance to play. And maybe like whoever wins versus Asuma and Sentry, maybe that person needs a chance to play again. Anto, I'll get you in as soon as I can, my guy. Me and you just got to separate you versus Jesus a little bit. Yafurka just came in and just one-shot everybody, dude. Just came in. Yo, that Necrolord Fleshcraft Shield nerf cannot come soon enough, dude. I feel like this is going to feel a lot better dueling against Ferals that don't have a Giga Shield anymore. I feel like it's going to help out a ton. Double nothing so weird, or even Monk beats Feral, loses to Rogue, G double or nothing. Oh, what the hell? How do you get this cool green smoke potion for CPVPers? I saw the Shadow Priest use it. I think it's a Darkman Fair toy. I could be wrong on that one, but I'm pretty sure it's a Darkman Fair toy. Let's get this song. I don't know about this one. I don't know about this one. It just doesn't feel like a dueling song. You know what I mean? This is gonna be pretty good. Yo, let me save that real quick. What is it? 150? No, not 150, right? 140 something. 45. Wow. EU duels, dude. We've done so many of these. Yo, we got a mage in here. Yo, let's go, dude. Asuma and his team got a mage. We got us as a warlock on team 2 and a bunch of shamans. All right, all right. Switch. Got us as team 1 together with Asuma. Oh, I kind of like that mug on that team. We got ourselves Salat Lapina. Salad. We got a Quickie as with Maddox in the back, and it's going to be GCD Scripts. First up is the Necrolord Warrior charging over versus Krongzu, who is playing the Outlaw Rogue. Evasion for the Rogue really early. Trinkets out of the fear, out of the Warrior. Scripts trying to see if we might be able to overpower through the evasion. Looks like Rogue defenses are going to be done very soon. No more Trinket. Trying to go for a big Shatter Throw. Does he have enough to break through it? Going to be a disarm onto the Warrior. He needs himself a little bit of healing though. Might need to go for a parry. Does he get to go for a parry? Parry up right now. Does the Rogue get out of here though? Perfect opportunity for the Rogue to pay attention to do something about it. Scribbs bailing out of there. Not a lot of health left on him. The rogue with the vanish is going to go for spikes. CD Scribbs trying to see if he can run away. And Croxo actually taking out the warrior. I don't know if the warrior expected that kind of damage out of the rogue or not. But it is going to be Krongza going for a blind over to Salad after taking the warrior out. I feel like the warrior should have probably used a defensive maybe a little bit earlier, just by a hair. You know what I mean? Going to be Krongza poking out of Salad, getting those spikes versus Salad. Quick breath by the mage into a poly. At least the rogue is going to get himself a full reset. Ring of Frost into a bunch of combustion damage. Cloak shot is for Krongza. It's going to create some line of sight. Just backing up out of the Salad. Blinking in with a soul shape. Quick grudge by the rogue. Trying to go for a flesh cut. Trinket out of Salad. Burn a trinket just to get the interrupt on the rogue. That is going to be a full kidney shot out of the rogue though. So now the rogue is going to have the ultimate control. Krongza doesn't have any defenses for a while though. No advantage for quite a bit. Needs to spend call points as soon as possible as an outlaw rogue. That's all he can really do. Is spend call points as quickly as you can. Grapple and hook away from the mage. Gonna be a gouge versus the shackles, but looks like Salad has a fire blast damage. I think the rogue might have overstayed his welcome. 10 seconds on the vanish. The outlaw rogue does get a playstyle where if you're able to get a bunch of calm points spent into finishers, it gives you massive cooldown reduction, so you might be able to use defenses back quicker. They let you do that for everything but Cloak of Shadows right now. Although you can get Cloak of Shadows back quicker. Talon Rise is going to be up next. The Paolo versus Salad is going to go for a quick bow honorable duel versus one another. As Salad got himself the Rune of Power, actually getting a bit of a punch towards his Fireball's Pyroblast, but is going to back away from the Paladin. Hand of Freedom is up. Talon Rise trying to generate Holy Power whenever they can. Actually went for a Wake of Ashes. Not sure just for Holy Power or trying to do damage to Salad instead. Going to be a poly into Ring of Frost. The Salad have the burst. He has full combustion. Big damage versus the Paladin. Has nowhere to go. Not a lot of line of sight. You saw either get aggressive or defensive. Might be burning a defensive here. But looks like you're just waddling at Salad. Bubble is out. Using wings. I'm not sure if that was a proc for wings or if it was actual wings getting used just now. It looks like it was just a proc. But Talon Rice is going to be down on a defensive. A pretty big one. The only one that's going to stop this mage. Blessing Protection is up, but it's only going to give a mage that physical immunity. Which for Talon Rise, does he really have to worry about it? Hammer of Justice coming down, wings up and everything. Breath disrupting the Paladin's burst into a polymorph right after. Talon Rise does have a trinket that's going to be Rune of Power for Salad, as he's just got fireballs rolling, Pyroblast afterwards with a freeze to slow down Talon Rise even more. It's going to get images as the mage is going to back up out of there. Using the triple shield ledger to keep himself afloat. Is going to try to maximize that ledger as best as they can. Talon Rise getting some holy power off of those images just to at least get himself some word of glory to work with. Quick interrupt onto the Salad. Salad got himself the altar time rolling. It's really weird calling them Salad because it's a salad with a T and it just doesn't roll off the tongue as easily as salad with a D. Big Pyroblast coming out. As this combustion, Talon Rise might be in trouble. Pyroblast flying. Oh my goodness. That burst damage kind of came out of nowhere. I guess Salad is getting lucky procs of the fireball crits. And Salad still got a little bit of pyro. Just chip strucking it out of there. Oh my god. Talon Rise could be in really big trouble. Shit to power up for Salad. It's going to be able to get the interrupt. I think it's over as the mage wipes out the Paladin. With Don't Run going to be up next to the Demonology Warlock as a Troll Demonology Warlock. It's going to be Salad. Get a couple of those Pyroblasts. Was that a flesh cut that he just burned through? I think it might be. Don't Run might be a flesh crafting Necrolord Demonology, but looks like he's going to back up out of there, trying to get some line of sight, setting in the Demon Doggers in, and Salad just going to kite those pets into the Ring of Frost. Only one of them gets frozen by it. Not two. Going to be a full reflesh craft up for Don't Run. This man's name is Don't Run. He's playing against the mage. The mage is going to end up running a lot. Now I feel like Don't Run, because his name is Don't Run, he probably shouldn't be running either. Looks like he is the one charging at Salad, hitting him with a stun. Mortal Coil to follow. Does he have a setup? Going to be a trinket out of the mage to interrupt the Tyrant. The Obelisk is down, so for Don't Run, that is fast casting as well as extra attack speed for his pets. Trinkets out of that CC versus Salad. Fear with the Tyrant up and running. Has a full burst. Salad doesn't really get, quick blink into a soul shape. He was away from line of sight, but then created line of sight very, very quickly. Blink, soul shape, avoiding the cast not even need to interrupt the Tyrant. Tyrant got one cast off as he's trying to move to the other side of the pillar, avoiding the pets altogether. Get casting pets as well as the melee pets. A Salad, I think, is just trying to maybe farm up another Combustion. Combustion's back up. Could go for a big go right now, actually. Don't Run is going to back up out of there. He has Wall, and is really the only defensive. Might be able to use Mobility as well as CC to shut down the pressure out of Salad. Polymorph did not go for a Pet Stun Interrupt. The Pet is now frozen. Going to be full Combustion. A Salad going in for big damage. More to call out of Don't Run into a Fear. At least just trying to shut out the burst away from the Mage. Is going to keep Fear spamming him just to make sure he's not getting the full value of the Combustion. Still, the Pyros are hurting quite a bit. Stun into Salad into a Fear yet again as the Warlock tried to build up a little bit of a resources here with Soul Shards. There's going to be a Shackleable Addiction. Actually, Necrotic out full of Warlock health. Tried to go for a Warlock Healthstone. Didn't gain any health whatsoever. Maybe should have waited out a little bit longer. Getting an interrupt onto Salad, I think, on the Night Fae ability. So that's a Nature Cast getting interrupted. Quick Breath onto Don't Run as he lands a Fear onto Salad with a Drain Life. Try to get whatever health he can. Can he even get health? Does he get health? I think he only gets health if he drains the health bar, not the shield. Quick Fear out of Don't Run. Try to deal with the Mage if possible. But I don't know if he'll be able to try to drain. I don't think you get any drain whatsoever. No interrupt by Salad. Salad Fleshcraft is almost full. Fleshcraft is get interrupted towards the tail end of it though, so at least Don't Run has a defensive to deal with. Double Felguard is up and running. Still trying to drain life, but just to burn through his shields of Salad before he can get any health back at all, which is a pretty massive like healing denial for Salad in some way. Gonna be a quick breath on the Pet. Don't Run needs to get those Pets aggressive versus Salad. Looks like the second Felguard faded. Gonna be a quick interrupt on Shadow. Combustion's back up. Salad literally farmed up Combustion long enough in order to be able to get himself another set of burst. He's literally just farming Combustions out here. This is gonna be up next. I think it's gonna be Shamaniac or Arhi. Enhanced Shamanship as well as Elemental over here. Shamaniac, is that him next? Looks like Arhi ain't moving. Maybe he's waiting for Arhi. Maybe Arhi's AFK. And also Arhi went, I think Arhi was always Venthyr actually. I was gonna say Arhi went full Venthyr, but I think it was always Venthyr to begin with. Or maybe Arhi was something else, maybe Night Fae for a bit? Or maybe I'm thinking of Chicago. There's only a handful of Shamans that we have. You know what I mean? Looks like it is gonna be Shamaniac versus Salad. But it's gonna go for a bit of a bow. Bow for the both of them in this honorable duel. Gonna be a quick intro by Shamaniac on that Polymorph into Lasso before Salad gets any kind of pressure, any kinds of damage. The Fire Elemental is joining the fight, and that's gonna be a Shaman who can easily purge the shields from Salad. Blink it out of the... I feel like, does a Blink take you out of the totem? Does it actually not yoink you back in? Does it actually not yoink you back into the Shaman totem, or am I wrong about that? Shamaniac got himself full setup. Big zaps available. That's going to be zaps chasing after Salad, but the shields hold strong. Getting that interrupt as the heal try to come out. Fleshcraft, no way for him to interrupt it. So it's going to be the shield back up for Shamaniac, so you can just keep trucking and keep moving. Fire Blast flying out. Shamaniac trying to go for a big old lasso. Trinket out of Salad until Poly Shamaniac trinkets out of it. That's going to be Mage trying to see if he can lock down the Shaman for a moment. Still has those shields. Keeping him alive. No line of sight for the Shaman. He's going to rotate a wall right now. Does not play into a grounding totem. So I think that's going to be potentially really bad for him. Going to be the Skyfarer totem is down with shackles, but the Mage is going to bail out of it. The Mage mobility, he always has a blink, or rather a shimmer, anytime he's in trouble. So that is pretty massive for him. Trying to go for shackles back to Shamaniac as he did a lava burst. Actually line aside the last lava burst. Going to be a lasso to disrupt. The shackle could potentially be an ice block out of Salad unless he is if he isn't careful. Ring of Frost around the corner of the breath, landing it. That was actually such a Warlock play. That's usually something that you would see out of a Destra Warlock. Like a Cataclysm around the corner, a Stun around the corner, Bonza fell around the corner. You don't even see the target. You just throw down the damage on him. Healing surges up for Shamaniac. A Salad trying to get the fireballs in. Skyfire totem back up and running. Shamaniac, does he have the big burst? Looks like the Mage is going to bust out of there. Lava bursts are flying, busting through the shield. If only Salad didn't have any shields off for that lava burst, that would have been crucial for his health. Definitely would have been an ice block, maybe a cauterize. It looks like Shamaniac still got the advantage, still got the pressure versus Salad. Salad is going to have to make a play at some point. It's going to be an ice block. Break it out of the block though. Breath on Shamaniac. And this is going to go for a combustion. Shamaniac does not have a grounding totem. So for Salad, this is actually full burst. Trying to heal in between of this is going to be the Mage just pushing in to put in pressure. Taking him out with Archie as the last one left. Picking up eyes in case Salad. Actually, Salad did go for Naviz. I was gonna say, Archie does not want to play Honor Duels here. He just wants to go in, take him out. He still has a lot of the team 1 to get through. Quite a lot of players to deal with. But it looks like Salad is still gonna keep trying his best here. It's gonna be definitely a hard fought match for this mage. Trying to go for Ring of Frost. Sunder by the Shaman. Interchain Harvest. Salad is definitely gonna... How is it not cauterized practice now? How has that not happened yet? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gonna be the full cauterize out. Does Salad have any shields? He needs one right now. I think it's over. Does get himself shields. And has mobility still. My goodness. That's actually really close. I wonder if he can come back at all. Free is going to be Ring of Frost. He just needs a little bit of damage. Just trying to purge his shields as fast as he can. That's all he needs to do. Just purge his shields and he'll be a-okay. Breath by Salad. Polio to Archie. Yet again, no grounding for that one. The Earth Elemental just stops in place. Maybe Salad can get away and catch himself some healing. Maybe Salad can do something like that. And we have 41% dampener, so the healing you're going to get at this point is going to be very, very low. Shifting power out for Salad to get himself just enough health. Wants to make sure you get some defenses back. Quick breath onto Archie. With Fireballs, big buzz to follow. Archie dropping down grounding totem. Looks like Salad takes that over the Fire Blast. That's going to be combustion completely removed. And Archie does not have a wall, does not have grounding, does not have anything anymore. He's actually just kind of naked out in the open, but he's trying to make sure Salad is also naked out with no shields whatsoever. Catching up, actually getting melee, big Sunder, no stun totem to follow though. If only he can go for a stun totem Sunder, but that's really difficult to line up on a mage, which is a pretty mobile class. Archie locked out into Poly. Big Fire Blast, big Fireballs coming out for Salad. Just by standing on Rune of Power with the Shackles falling onto Archie. No way to stop it. Try to heal through it. Big Chain Harvest. It is going to be a Seed Pod out of the Mage. The Mage did what he could, but he burned out unless he somehow lives. No. Actually, I think he almost survived it. If only he had a Nova where Archie was a little bit further away, I think it would have been a different story. Awesome, but just looking to lock down Archie and take him out of the game, not even giving him a chance. Oh my goodness. Well, I feel like it's been a while since we've seen a mage go for anything big in the 5v5s. And that was a mage just absolutely dominating. Alrighty, boys. Let's go. Alrighty, let's see if we can get ourselves some teams in here. Jesus' team used to play against either Awesome or Central, so we can get some variety. So we'll do it like that. I think it was Team Asuma that won that one, so I think we should throw Jesus and Asuma. Since Jesus' team, or Asuma's team didn't really get a chance to play, Jesus' team didn't get a chance to play. And then we'll go Antho and Sentry. How does that sound, boys? I think that's what we'll do. We'll get the, I guess, the winners of both of the first duels fighting each other. And then we'll throw Sentry and Antho. And we'll just be doing kind of in variety, whoever comes first. First come, first serve kind of deal. So Anto, Sentry, just wait a second and we'll get you guys in the duel against one another in just a moment, alright? Let me get Asum and Jesus. And we'll get Anto and Sentry, and then we'll just start kind of queuing you guys willy-nilly, yeah? I think it was constant damage is better than burst. Yeah, constant damage can be better than burst. I think it all depends on the class, honestly. Have a high instant damage on burst. Healing 2 immunities. Yeah, it is a lot of immunities. It is quite a bit. But the immunities have counters FYI, and they counter to fairly self-healing as Shadow Priest. I think so. A bet is a bet of joy. Oh my god, did you see bet? Oh my goodness, yo. Can we get hashtag G in the chat? Boys, yo, thank you so much. Hashtag G, boys. My goodness. That's quite a bit of moolah, my guy. Appreciate it, dude. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, you guys. Boys, hashtag G. If you guys haven't yet. Thank you so that's 20 bows for the 20 big bows. Oh my god. Thank you so much. You guys betting in my chat. My god. Alrighty. So Twitch. We got ourselves Team Asuma, the guys that just whose team just won. We also got Joe's sister. That's a different swap. Just swap somebody out. Maddox is going to be first up. We got Quickie in the back, as well as Salah, who just went for a fantastic game. Looks like Maddox and Jesus are going to be tussling out in the open. And Maddox already with us a win. Vistafree flying. Jesus going for the big grippy head. That's going to be burst versus burst. Full stunner to Maddox. Does he have the the chill streak? If you had chill streak, it would bounce between him and Zwen. Sounds out of Maddox. I think Jesus is going to burn throughout Karma as Maddox is rotating every defense available. Jesus got himself AMS to live throughout Karma. Maddox getting some healing. So is Jesus. Quick disarm on the Death Knight. He is playing Relentless, so he doesn't have a trick to break out of that disarm, but he's going to go for Lichborn with Death Coil self-healing as much as possible. Maddox and Jesus both low. Big kick on Jesus. He's going to go for a Death Pack IBF as well. Maddox is going to go for a quick in cap just to lock down Jesus for a moment. Get some heals. Jesus still with the Death Pack leg sweep. Maybe human racial out of it, but looks like Maddox is going to lock him out. I think there was a human racial to get out of the stun though. It's quick, going to be quick. Kyrian burst on a Bach, looking to take down Maddox into a quick scatter. It's going to be a dampened harm. Aim shot. Does he have the kill shot to follow? Maybe Fist of Fury. Oh, kill shot comes through as Bach takes him out, sniping him out of the game. With Asima going to be up next, walking into the flare, trinkets out of the freezing trap, going to be Bach tricking out, knocking back Asima for a moment. Asima going for a full burst, potentially could be Bach with a turtle. Got himself binding shot versus Asima. Could cloak out of it if he wants to. Big rapid fire for Bach. Smoke bomb ain't gonna stop it. Big explosive to follow. And Asima is just kind of out in the middle. Gonna be Bach making sure to get a 100 mark on him. Asima has plenty of defenses to work with. He just cannot fall behind because the burst out of Bach is pretty massive. He can't fall behind. He has a pet attack and costly stun on the pet. Bach could be in trouble. Gonna be a freezing trap to separate the two. And maybe Bach can swing around with a binding shot. Rapid fire instead. Asima's kind of low on health. Might have to evasion this. It's going to burn an invasion really early. Bach just needs to wait this out. Needs to make sure he turtles. Is it going to be kidney shot? Is that enough damage? Asima needs to take it out right now unless it's going to be turtle. Big adversary out to Bach. It looks like he has enough. Bach needed to turtle there. He had acceleration coming up. At that point, if maybe even had a pet sack, that would help him out a bit. Athel, man, charging in. Is he seeing Asima? Asima is actually locked into the room. Asima knows Asima can't leave. He knows. He actually is just his jailer. He is his prisoner. Throwing in the hammers. Judgments. Asima is just dead. If he eats any more hammers, he vanished out, but Athaman can still see him. It doesn't matter. He's going to give himself a shield. Blinded to Athaman. Ooh, as Athaman slams it down. Quick blind, but that's going to be adaptation. Break him out immediately. With Quicken going to be charging into the, oh my god, into the Ashen. Athaman bubbling out of this burst. He sees Quicken popping off cooldowns. And Athaman, can you maybe get a rebuke? Quick interrupt. He's gonna Dora shadows away. Quick interrupt by Quick. ASUS still has wings rolling. Athaman might even get wings of his own. Potential shield of vengeance. Athaman got himself self-healing for now though. Man, the fast duels, I'm enjoying these, dude. Just quick, fast games. The snap-second decision making. I kind of love it, not gonna lie. It's gonna be Seraphim up for Athaman trying to make some damage happen versus Quicken. Quicken is gonna trick it out and seeing the cooldowns out of Atha. And Atha with a Hodge, no adaptation just yet. Has a human racial if he needs to. Does adaptation put this human racial on cooldown like a 30-second CD? Does it or does it not? Quick port by Atha as he got plenty of damage. Wants to close the gap with Quicken. Quicken with that shield of vengeance. Got himself the defensive bubble working with. Athaman could pop a defensive bubble of his own. Is gonna get one up and running. It's gonna be bubble pop it for a bubble pop. And Athaman will not have wings for it, neither will Quickie. Shield of Vengeance for Quickie pops, but Athaman still holds on his. Quickie takes a pretty big hit from the Shield of Vengeance of Atha. Hodge, it's going to be a quick adaptation out of Athaman. Cannot get locked down by those Hodges if they happen every minute on the minute. It's unreal to kill a monk for a Frost DK. Yo, Jesus, I feel you on that, dude. Monks for Death Knights are really tough. Athaman with a blind, looking for a little bit of a re-heal while Seraphim is up. Versus Quickie, now going in for the blind and then big burst. But for the blind and just catch himself a breather. Athaman with a Hodge on the Quickie. No way for Quickie to get out unless he goes for a bop or a bubble. And Athaman is going to pop a trinket on you, trinket getting used right now. Going to be quick and try to keep himself floating. And Quickie got still plenty of big defense if he needs to. As Athaman got himself a big slam down with the Templar Verdict. But looks like it's a bit of a standstill right now until wings are back up from either one. At least for the time being. As Quickie tried to see if he closed the gap, maybe. He got wings and everything. Athaman, no adaptation for a bit. Action's coming back up. Quickie, if he's not careful, that next Hodge. Athaman could maybe use CC in order to lock you down. Hodge gets adaptation out. Maybe Quickie can wait it out long enough. And Quickie's just punishing Atha, just throwing in hammers and everything. I guess the final verdict Lego is giving him those hammers to throw from time to time. I think Athaman is also playing same Lego, isn't he? I don't think it's Tempest verdicts. Final verdicts all around. Seraphim up. Quicken wants to back up out of the door. Shadows for Atha to close the gap. Hodge. Oh, the Quicken trinkets out of it as Athaman goes in for full wings, but Quicken bails out of it completely. And the freedom to keep him rolling. And that's going to be a Paladin trying to catch a Paladin. Both of them got the same move speed. Hodge into Atha. No adaptation. Wait, Quicken might have the biggest burst here. Does Atha get a Shield of Vengeance off? He doesn't even get a Shield of Vengeance off. That Carrion Red Pally burst is quite massive. Die up next with a kidney shot versus Quickie, trying to get the big spikes in. Disarm to follow, as it is a rogue in a full shield. Not a Shield of Vengeance. I was literally gonna say Shield of Vengeance in a full flesh cap. Dude just fight. Yo, wait a second. From Squiz? Wait, Squiz, is that you? Yo, can we get hashtag Squiz Gar in the chat? I see you guys say our hashtag Tim. Or hashtag Tim, but hashtag Squizgar boys. Yo, Squiz, is that you? I saw your Discord message earlier. I didn't get to respond because we were doing the duels. Big Hodge on the die. Trinkets out of it is Quickie, trying to keep the damage going. It's going to be big spikes out of die, trying to keep the pressure on the Paladin. Paladin is going to hand her freedom. Moving around the pillar, trying not to get interrupted. Yo, can we get a big old hashtag Squizgar boys? Hashtag Squizgar, Quickie with a bubble available. That's gonna be Word of Glory. Keeps us, I mean, no Word of Glory, but bubble disarmed by the rogue. How is the rogue surviving through all these Paladin bursts so far? Hashtag Squizgar, boys, if you haven't. That's 20 bones right there, my guy. Appreciate ya. Taco money, dude. I'm gonna go get Taco Bell later this evening or tomorrow. Thank you so much, my dude. Big slams by Quickie with the war stuff. Does Die just go down here blind? Does Quickie have a way out? He can Blessing of Protection if he wants to, but he is not going to get greedy on this one at all. Squidward. Squidward. I like it, dude. Squidward. I'll work with that. I'm asking Squidward if that was him just now. Thank you so much, my dude. I miss you too, buddy. I miss you too. Hell yeah. My guy Squidguard will be returning back to the game, boys. Happy days. Did someone to Quickie die so far, got himself a fresh flesh cow back up and running. No vendetta, no defenses for quite a while, but this rogue is just looking at this Paladin and he's just not concerned, not worried. That's gonna be a quick trinket by Quickie, and looks like Die is doing a-okay. Quickie got himself Shield of Vengeance. Big wings up and running. Does Die just go down here? Potentially could. Big slams on. Oh my god, Quickie just playing whack-a-mole with these boys taking him out. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Sorry, boys. I didn't commentate on anything just now with Namera. Ran out of Quickie. No Shield of Vengeance. No Blessing of Protection. No Bubble. And Namera took him down with the big old avatar. I had to respond to a buddy of mine, dudes. You know what I mean? Shatter and Throw versus Joe's sister. As he's going to drop down the totem, the lightning totem to keep Namera at bay. But Blazestorm gets him out, gives him the freedom. Going to be the Earth Elemental, not knocking back Namera far enough at all. Namera is actually doing not super good health-wise. Going to go for a bit of a rally cry. Shackles Malediction as big zaps coming out for Joe's sister. Quick Fear on the Earth Elemental as well as the Shaman. Namera, I think, trying to go for a shadow melt. I don't think they can do it. Flame Shock up and running, so that's going to be an extra dot. That is an Earthquake element. Oh, what Joe is playing the Earth Elemental Earthquake Lego? What is this? What universe do we live in? Oh my goodness. That Paladin slammed him out of the park, boys. I like how fast these games were, by the way. They were like really snap-second decision games. I loved it, dude. I loved it. This is so good. So good. All right, let's get another put running. Hardwin, are you joining us? Let's go, dude. Let's go, boys. Yo, I'm literally losing my voice. Yo, Hardwin, I can get you in, but I gotta get Antro and Sentry first. Hardwin, I'm gonna throw you versus Jesus or Asama, okay? Both of them are ready. We'll figure out which one you throw you guys against, okay? We got both Asama and Jesus ready. Hardwin, I'm gonna throw you against one of them. I gotta get Sentry in here and Asama because they've been here for a bit. They've been waiting. Or Anto and Sentry. That's what I meant to say. I gotta get Anto and Sentry. Anto, XD, and Sentry. Here we go. And then Hardwin, you're next. We gotta get you in. That's the name I haven't seen in a while. We'll get you guys in here. Hell yeah, boys. Imagine sweating in WoW, dude. I sweat all the time, dude. I mean, all of us are... Come on, dude. If you ain't sweating while playing your games, If you ain't a big old sweat, what's the point of playing the game, am I right? You know what I mean? Yo, Squiz, appreciate you, buddy. I appreciate you, my guy. Thank you so much, my dude. Happy Friday, my dudes. Yo, Mari. Happy Friday, boys. Good Friday today. How are y'all doing? Nothing to comment in on? It's all good. Yo, jump right doing, my guy. Hope you guys enjoying the duels, by the way. Hope all of you having a good one. Are you a strong player? No? If you guys haven't seen any Frost DK champ or Frost DK god on the channel, that would be Chill. Chill was the kind of guy that was trying to make Frost good and make it look good and make it look fun when it was like at some of the worst times. Was it BFA? Yeah, BFA was a pretty tough time for Frost, wasn't it? Maybe like in 2v2 or 3v3, not too bad, but like in a 1v1, it definitely was a bit of a rough one. You know what I mean? Switch. We got ourselves Anto on his team. We have ourselves G-Funk as a Necrolord, Survival Hunter, Miss Traps as a Necrolord Marksman. We got ourselves Mini as well as SP, but looks like SP is gonna back up. Looks like Archie is gonna be first up over on his team. On Team Archie, we got ourselves Shamanic in the back with Don't Run with Death Striker as well as Kronzu. I think that's the name, Death Striker, the Paladin. Chat, you can correct me if any Russians in chat. Correct me if I'm wrong. As me playing out the Ventu Shadow Priest this time around versus the Necrolord. So last time he played a self-heal Lego, I wonder if he swapped out the strategy this time around or if he was going to go with the same build. Actually just using Greater Fate just to stay away from Arhi, just trying to avoid the Shaman as best as possible. As Arhi finally gets up in melee. Perfect opportunity for him to maybe get some damage out. Gonna be SP, got him Mindbender up and running with Void Eruption, gonna be big. Void Bolts erupting, wall for Arhi as he bails up out of there and goes. So he wants to do nothing with these Void Eruptions. Looks like SP might have went for a double Void Eruption. Did he go for a Megalomania as well? Is going to use the Venture to port out of there. The Earth Elemental should chase it after him. So SP, if anything, can generate some resources off of the Earth Ellie. Gonna drop it down, big DPs onto Archie. Dots are up and running. Trying to get the instants in there. Mind Games, as he does have Megalomania rolling. Quick Sunder by Archie just to get away. Megalomania falling off of his speed, dropping him down to about 35% health. Which, if you're over 35, quick intro, bunch of SP by Archie. Shrinking for it. SP still got himself a greater. It is going to be able to get himself a heal. Big ascendance up for Archie. Trying to make the most damage happen. Not letting SP go anywhere. Could potentially be dispersed. That's a quick stun onto Archie. Is actually in tight spot. Quick interrupt onto SP though. Chain Harvest reverses that health quite a bit. And that's going to be a disperse out of SP. As I was saying earlier, if you guys don't know what Megalomania is, it gives you Surrender to Madness as a Shadow Piece in PvP. And instead of killing you at the end of it, it'll just put you to 35% of your health. So if you're under that, it'll actually heal you. If you're over that, it'll hurt you. So it's kind of like they wanted to make it less of a deadly, not super unviable talent. They wanted to make it somewhat risky, but also not that risky. SP with a mind control just to see Archie. Next fear is going to be DR though. Try to see if he might be able to get himself a port. Archie has not popped an interrupt at all. Void Eruption trying to come out. Missing that interrupt for SP. Perfect opportunity for finally get some damage. Going to be a full Void Eruption. Does he get the Horror Bolts? And Archie has a wall with it. Actually has a wall for that Void Eruption every time. SP is going to go for Megalomania, which allows him to keep moving and keep the pressure rolling. Did it go for double Void Eruption? Did it go into Void Eruption to Megalomania? Because that basically does two Void Eruptions once. Quick interrupt by Archie. SP, while Megalomania can keep moving, can keep shuffling, scooting around while getting the cast off. As Archie trying to get himself some Shadow Crashes into SP. Trying to go for a big heal. No interrupt out of Archie. Trying to go for a mind control. Does he get it? Gonna be the Tremor. So if in case he does get mind control, it is just gonna break him out immediately. SP trying to get those DPs up and running. Interrupt. Getting missed by Archie. Stun Totem onto SP with the Thunder. Does Archie have enough damage to lock down SP? Disperse coming back very, very soon. SP does sneak away a heal in between quick mind control versus Archie. And Archie is just going to hit him with a Frost Strike, not let him go anywhere. Going to be an interrupt unable to connect as Archie got juked versus one of his interrupts. Mind Games up and running. Archie better not heal himself or better just do damage to SP. Better be very, very careful in that scenario either way. He's going to get himself the Earth Shield re-rolling. SP got dispersed back up. That's going to be the Static Totem, keeping him in place, not letting him go anywhere. Mind Control, does that get through? No. Actually, Archie can get boomed by his own totem if he's mind control. I didn't realize that was a thing. But he's gonna force Archie to pick up the eye. Taking just a little, like 5% more damage, right? Taking just a little bit more damage for picking up the eye. Is it gonna be full Void Eruption by SP? Void T onto Archie. Is he go for a Megalomania as well? Because I see that he went for a full Void Eruption. But as for Megalomania, I don't know. Archie avoids that Void Eruption every single time. His cooldowns line up so perfectly with Megalomania or with Void Eruption. It's a 1.5 minute CD, and Archeo's wall is a 1.5 minute CD. So every time he sees it, he's popping a cooldown. Not a bad idea. We are at the 4-minute mark. So far, these two champions have been tussling for a while. Quick Sunder and a Stun as Archie maybe got the big damage. The Ascendance is up. I don't know if he has the full Void Eruptions coming out for SP. Actually, as Megalomania is up, it's going to get the horror effects on Archie. Massive mind games. Ascendance is up for Archie. Silence, so you can't hit Chain Harvest or any kind of healing. Does SP take him out? SP does end up taking him out. That Silence was clutch. Taking the boy out. Disconnected his Megalomania burst versus Void Eruption. Normally puts them together. He used Void Eruption, and Archie burned that wall and waited it out, and then he caught him out in the middle with those horror bolts out in the open with that Megalomania. Very well done. So now he has a burst a bit desynced, so you can't use both at once, but it might be good because you pop one and you pops a cooldown, you pop the other, there's nothing left after. So I don't know, it might actually help him out a bit. Don't Run going to be charging a Demonology Warlock as a Necrolord versus SP. Got the pet stun really early on. Mortal Coil doesn't let SP go anywhere. That's going to be a Tyrant with a second stun right after Don't Run getting handle downs. But looks like his demon, his main pet, just didn't do anything. Wait, all his pets are on passive. Wait, Don't Run. Your pets are on passive. You need to do pet command. You need to do pet add attack. Because your pets are doing nothing. Oh no. Does he realize it? Don't Run. I hope he's listening to the stream, because this would be really bad. Decimated Bolt as SP's kind of low. Void Eruption, does he catch him with the bolts? Gonna be a quick stun. Try to see if he can mosey over the bolts. Bolts go flying the other direction completely. SP got himself PI and everything. Gonna be quick stun. Don't Run's burst kind of went out of the window. SP still did find himself kind of low on health. Decimated Bolt is up, so Don't Run should have some pretty big demon bolts, especially if he has the Lego with a 100% crit. I guess we'll have to find out to see, because they are not only 100% crit but do 50% more damage. So the lower the health of SP is, the more damage Decimated Bolts do. The more damage Decimated Bolt does, the more damage the Empowered Demon Bolts do. That's more or less how that ability works. Mind games onto Don't Run. Try to see if he can line his sight. Is going to be able to back up out of there. His main pet is going to generate a little bit of that mind games to it. I don't think the side pets, the other demons, I don't think they will end up healing SP with mind games. I think only his main pet and the Warlock himself will end up healing with mind games. Quick stun as well as a shadow interrupt onto SP as Don't Run, trying to get some more pets in there. No more wall for this Warlock. Not for a while at least. Tyrant coming up back up very soon though. So we'll see if you can make something happen. And it's spots on an average lock. What's up, Chrysler? I'm pretty sure we can get some spots in there. As SP chilling behind the pillar, waiting away from Don't Run. This is a bit of a tougher matchup for most classes, because Demonology Warlocks are pretty tanky. And the amount of damage the pets do, especially with the big old Tyrant, that is, like, if you just get locked down in CC, it's really, really bad. But I wonder for SP if this is that bad. Did you send a Mortal Coil at him? Did Don't Run just send a Mortal Coil as he Great Faded it? But that's gonna be full mind control. I think he's just trying to avoid Don't Run. Just try to avoid him, not give him any ways to get some heals. Tyrant is up. And hopefully this Tyrant actually does the damage. It is attacking SP. Gonna be Fear onto SP, but the Tyrant disconnects. The Tyrant sees the Shadow Priest in Fear. He doesn't attack him immediately. Trying to go for a bit of healing. Fear onto the Warlock. Void Eruption. The Tyrant is still blasting at SP. He is gonna get himself the Vampiric Embrace. Hopefully that single target damage will end up killing him a bit. Megalomania to follow. That's gonna be a full lockdown into Don't Run, as it's Silence versus the Warlock, getting the stun by that Felguard pet to interrupt SP into a Fear. Decimated Bolt up and running. Don't Run is still in a critical low health. SP is getting just chain CC'd. Drain life for Don't Run. No shields on SP, so Don't Run is at least able to get some kind of healing. SP Megalomania is going to drop low on health. Decimated Bolt is going to be critical. Those Demon Bolts are going to hurt quite a bit. SP going for Disperse, but those Demon Bolts still snapshotted, and they are going to do extra damage either way. They're definitely going to do a lot of damage. Wait, do they not? Did Don't Run cancel it? Because he should have like 3 spinning circles around him. Did he throw them all into the Disperse? Normally whenever you use the Lego, I actually never when you use Lego, you have these green circles floating around you telling you that your next Incinerate, Shadow Bolts, and Demon Bolts are empowered. But Don't Run might have actually thrown him into Disperse of SP. So you might not have that damage. And now Don't Run is in a situation where he doesn't have a lot of health. He is regenerating some health little by little. He has Wall. Tyrant coming up very, very soon. SP catches him with a stun. Is that going to be maybe a Felguard to stun him? It is going to be Felguard to stun him, as well as interrupt him. And Don't Run is at least able to back up out of there. Fleshcraft and a wall. I don't really know if he needed to wall for the Fleshcraft, but I think he originally wanted to wall in case SP breaks out of CC. And Dalaran got himself a health funnel for the pet. Just trying to keep himself afloat. Keep himself at bay. So far, this has been kind of a closer match between these two casters. I think SP is ahead. But honestly, I feel like Dalaran, if he goes for a good setup with his pets, he could turn around. The Warlock repositioned to another pillar. SP charging straight for him. Does SP have the Void Eruption? I think he does. So maybe that's what he's waiting for. Going to be full gateway up. Pets as well as the Warlock feared in the other direction. Going to be the full Void Eruption stun onto Dalaran. Does get hit with the Void Balls though. Looks like one of the Void Balls does hit. Second set of Void Balls. Another barrage of Mind Games. Huge burst out of SP. Locking him out and just taking him out back. Slapping the booty around like a bongo drum. And taking that guy out. Krongzu, the Outrogue, is going to be up next. Trying to get some big pistol shots in there. Going to be a flesh cup as he sees disperse out of SP. Is going to hit him with the shackles of malediction. Try to at least control some of the healing that SP is getting. Grappling on top of him. Could be a pretty big interrupt. Hasn't used the kick yet. Could be potentially be used any moment. Trying not to get juked. SP doesn't really have a lot of health to work with. Krongzu just going for range damage. Just pistol shots. Get himself a full set of buffs. Actually decent buffs for damage if he wants to. SP is going to get himself a heal. No interrupts available for Krongzu. Krongzu might be going for a cloak at some point. As the rogue is taking a bit of damage, blinded to SP, trinkets out of it, silence on the Krongzu, kidney shot. SP has nothing left here. Does Krongzu have enough damage? Trying to go for the big pistol shots. It looks like he does have the finisher. He got him Sinister Strikes, getting those Sinister Strikes triple proc pistol shots. Probably running the pistol shot Lego. But we'll see if he's able to fight, because that's actually the third person on team 2. Man, this duel has been a little bit long. Anto going to be up next. Oh, that's a bad matchup for an Outlaw Rogue. Krongzu trying to see if he can get himself the big size of dices. And that's going to be Anto disarmed, but still doing a bit of damage to Krongzu. Either way, Shield of Vengeance up. Krongzu better be careful. He sees the Shield of Vengeance. He doesn't want to touch it. As an Outlaw Rogue, you don't want to touch it. That's just a lot of damage. Gouge onto Anto, which is going to put Krongzu back in combat as he's trying to catch himself maybe a reset. Consecration, definitely going to walk over Consecration, going to make it harder for him to be able to catch a reset. Trying to go a long way, cannot. But at least the Shield of Vengeance is off of Antum. Krongzu kind of running by. Look at the range he has on the melees. That's something to note. Hodge, going to be a trigger for Krongzu with immediate advantage as Antum is going to catch up on health. Does Krongzu stay? Does he go for an interrupt? He does go for the interrupt or flash of light. He actually goes in. Does he have enough damage here? Andrew's kind of low in health. Trying to go for Word of Glory healing. Bubble is up. Krongzu does not have a vanish anymore. Cloak of Shadows for the final verdict. Any holy damage he's actually able to immune. Grappling away from the physical damage. Does he have evasion? Because if he has evasion and Cloak of Shadows, I guess he could just stay on top of Answer the whole time. Answer landing that interrupt onto Flesh Cup, but the Rogue does recover a little bit of health, a little bit of a shield. Get the shot into Answer. Does he have the big pistol shots to follow? Throwing in the spikes, trying to go for the double spike. Is going to get the finish to slicing and dicing the paladin out of there. Mistraps up next. 12 minutes into the duel. 44% dampener. Flare right on top of the Rogue. And he's going to try to see maybe if he can dodge behind the pillar. The Hunter's Mark is still on him. Mistrap's playing that Necrolord, so it's going to be interesting how that's going to work out. With a 915 buff to the Necrolord, Covenant ability, I imagine that'll be really, really good. Blind onto Mistraps as the Rogue builds up some calm points. Kidney shot onto Mistraps, getting the spike in. Pistol shots flying. At least able to get through the defenses of Mistraps little by little. Going to be that Freezing Trap onto the Rogue. Double tap available for Mistraps. It's going to get the dot onto Krongzu. Disarm onto the Hunter. Cannot go for the double tap damage just yet. That's going to be Chimeric Poison. It's going to reduce some of the viability from the Rogue damage for a second. Into a, oh my god, Binding Shot almost catching the Rogue out. Rogue actually doing quite a bit of damage. So look at the range this Rogue's got. Between Pistol Shot, between the spikes he throws out, melee range or isn't really a problem for this Rogue at all. Look at those spikes. Mitchell Blade Rush just trying to keep the pressure. It looks like he just chops up Mistraps. This Rogue, man. Can he go and defeat the rest of that team? That is going to be G-Funk as well as Mini Arrogant. Krongzu going for a reset. Needs to get himself as much healing as possible. G-Funk walking at the Rogue to go for a little bit of a honor duel. This is riding his pale steed. Krongzu looking for a slow, methodical approach. Cheap shot. Look at the range he's sitting G-Funk from, dude. He has no way of getting hit by traps. G-Funk with a stun, tricking out of Krongzu with a disarm on the G-Funk, fade death for a second, kidney shot on to G-Funk right after. Into a gouge, and Krongzu is going to back up out of there. He was able to burn through the Fleshcraft of G-Funk. Does G-Funk go for another full Fleshcraft? He could. Potentially he could. G-Funk goes in the gap. Fleshcraft up as a blind goes on the Hunter. So Krongzu at least able to keep the pressure rolling. Maybe he can shot. I don't know if he has one. Gouges G-Funk goes for Feign Death. Kidney Shot does go through. No more trinket available for G-Funk. As Krongs are trying to make the most damage happen. Get the spikes in. Should be quite a bit of finisher damage. Pistol shot to follow. Don't kind of Lego to see running. Feign Death still for G-Funk as he just stayed in there for as best as he could. Turtle Shell is up as he got himself mending bandages. Krongs could turn the attention onto the bed. He is doing just that. Freeze and Trap. The Rogue has advantage back up. The Rogue, the only thing he doesn't have is a trinket. So if G-Funk can hit him with a stun, this could be pretty deadly. Nades are flying out. Grapples next to G-Funk. Kidney Shot. I think he has him secured. I think it's over right now. And Krongsu taking him out. Meanie with a quick leg sweep after that in-cap. He's not letting this Rogue go at all. I think it's over. Rogue catches a vanish. Wait, Meanie. Oh my goodness. Into a cheap shot by Krongsu. He's just gonna go for full CC chain. Evasion versus the Monk as he just tried to walk back away from him. Shackles him addiction. Mini is gonna reverse that damage back to Krongsu and reverse that healing reduction. Gouge, that's gonna be quick. Kidney by Krongsu. Does he have a blind back up? Is he just gonna try to see if he can fight through this? Disarm. That's at least no Fist of Fury flying from the Monkus. Monk actually overshoots the Spirit Cranking into, oh my god, the Rogue almost came back with that one. Are you kidding me? The Rogue almost came back fighting the Monk after he overshot that Serpent Kick. The Rogue just came by, a couple taps here and there. It looks like Mini is just out of options. He committed quite a lot just to defeat that Rogue. And Shamaniac taking him out. My god. Dude, that Rogue is a god. That's an Outlaw Rogue God X right there, dude. An Outlaw Rogue God X. What is going on? Yo, Cry's got a group. Let's go, boys. We got ourselves Hardwin also starting to get a group up and running. We got a Q versus Awesome or Jesus. Yo, that was an awesome match, dude. That was an awesome set of duels. SB, fantastic. Krongsu just showing us up how it's played as Outlaw, dude. Just showing us how it's done. I love it. 5 out of 5 ready. Awesome or Jesus? Awesome or Jesus? Let me do a slash roll. 2. Jesus is 2. Awesome is 1. Okay, it gave me 2. It gave me 2, chat. So you can't say that I'm fooling you. Okay, so Jesus versus Hardwin. Awesome versus Chrysler. And then Anto and essentially we gotta separate you two. So I guess we'll throw Hardwin against one of you guys, yeah? That's how we'll do it for now. That's how we're gonna do it. Alright, Hardwin and Jesus. Hell yeah, boys. Big old 5-5 1v1 duels today. Yo, boys, thank you so much for joining, by the way. Appreciate all of you for hanging out with your boy. If you guys are watching the stream, are not subscribed, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button. If you guys are enjoying the stream, having a good time, give the stream a thumbs up. It helps out on the YouTube algorithm garbage. We don't really care about that much about YouTube garbage, but we do want to have some nice boys in the community. You get more of them in there, it'll be amazing. It was a spell by SP, was it really? That's crazy. Let's probably gear push up duelist. Do you think it's good or wrong? Well, hopefully they'll make gearing better in 915 because you will at least be able to push up gladiator, duelist, and all that stuff a little bit easier because you'll have more like safety nets, more steps. Instead of like you have to go double stepping like up the stairs, instead it'll be one step at a time kind of deal. So hopefully it'll give more players opportunity to actually push. But also there's a lot of people asking Blizzard to just have one honor set, one conquest set. I wonder if they'll actually end up doing that at some point. I think that'd be kind of neat to try. Like if they played on PTR and they did some kind of like a big PTR testing with arenas, like one honor set, one conquest set, let people try it for a month, encourage people to try it, and if it works, like I said, why not, right? Which we got ourselves Pyroblast, literally Pyro with an eye versus Wolf. We also got Master Fruit on that team. Romaster and Sovevgeny. I'm gonna need to Sovi. We're gonna call you Sovi. Bog gonna be on the other team. Already hit him with a 100's mark. That is a Balance Druid with a Necrolord. Huh. Some of you guys taking a page out of Ori's book, I imagine, right? Just big old rip out of that book. Aim shot opener by I decided. So if any, just gotta wait. This looks like Bach. Oh, he didn't even go for the aim shot. He decided to go for rapid fire instead. That is gonna be quite a bit of damage to bust through him. That flesh shaft. That is gonna be quite a bit of dot damage too. Quick fake death for Bach just standing there, like as if he just got bashed and he pretended like he's actually dead. Freeze and trap onto Sovi. This is going to be aim shot, trying to burst through that Fleshcraft shield. It is quite a massive shield, though. That is a pretty big heal. That is a druid, too. Double tap is available for Bach. Did he hit Sovi with a Kyrian? I think he might have big star charges out of Sovi, though. Bach is also in trouble. That is burst for burst, though. Who's going to have the bigger burst? Aim shots, not available to be through line of sight. Bach is going to have to create some line of sight. Rapid fire is still flying versus Sovi. And Sovi tried to see if he could land a Cyclone. No, actually, Bach still has an interrupt if he needs to. Aim shot to Sovi. Got himself friends with regen. These two are just going at it. Shackles addiction versus Bach is going to go for scatter shot into more aim shots. Does he have enough damage versus kill shot versus Sovi? Oh, he gets a line of sight. He found the pixel. He was able just to look past the massive tombstone and just found a pixel of line of sight. And took him out with Master Fruit charging in from one booming to the next as he got full dots versus Bach. Quick disarm. Bach might to turtle this. Big Star Surge is flying. Quick turtle. I wonder what kind of setup Master Fruit is running. You see Kyrian? You see that Night Fae? You know? What's up, Zaz? How you doing, my guy? Hope you're having a good one. Back, trying to go with some slows, but at no health. I think the Hunter has got only a little bit of time left. Unless he goes for Feign Death, removes all the dots, and maybe goes for Kieran. Trying to go for the big Kieran burst. Scatter shot as Masterford goes flying. Oh, wait, my God, he actually might be able to do it. Oh, no way. Battle Master shaking from Masterfoot. Oh, my goodness. If Masterfoot didn't have a Battle Master trinket there just now, that would have been over. Actually, so close. Bach is pretty monstrous on the Hunter. We don't see a lot of marksmen nowadays, but he is just a whole nother beast. Masterfoot with a big Convoke versus Jesus is going to get himself some healing out of that Convoke too. Did you go for a full 2-minute Convoke? Jesus actually took a lot of damage from that Convoke. Trying to go for Death Strikes. The Death Strikes, I actually let him do quite a lot of healing. It's going to be a stun from Remorseless Winter. Maybe follows up with another stun Raptor. Silence under Masterfoot as he tried to soul shape out of the quick route onto the Death Knight. And it looks like Jesus just got a frozen place. Did he DC? Wait, Jesus kind of stopped in place. Did he just like go in and was like, you know what? If I don't kill Masterford, I'm just gonna. I think he might have DC'd. I think he might have DC'd really bad. Yeah, not much you can really do. Masterford is just gonna have to move us on to another game. He's given him a lot of opportunity to come back, but if he is done, if he's DC'd, we have to move on to another game. Sorry, Jesus, we'll get you a chance to play again, my guy. I promise you. Atherman charging in, but it's going to be Masterford backing up into his own room. Atherman is right there at a perfect time with that consecration. Masterford with the root onto the Paladin. If anything, Masterford can CC the Paladin with a bunch of slows. Hand of Freedom is the only thing he's really got to get our roots, to get our slows. Masterford is definitely going to have to be a little bit careful about his health. Quick roll into Atherman as Masterford is playing that Guardian affinity. Does someone to Atha as he's trying to get himself some resources. That is Seraphim, although Atherman doesn't really need weapon to do damage. That's going to be a full burst out of Atha. Masterford, not a lot of health really available. Knocking back Atherman for a second. Hand of Freedom is already pre-rolling into a Rebuke versus that Cyclone. Does Masterford have any kind of self-heals? Looks like Atherman got the final hammer, just sending it. And Pyroblast, which I guess, you know, we'll just call him Pyroblast just because it's easy, but it is Pyroblast. It is Pyro. Is that Boomy Fruity Dad? That other one, Necrolord, I don't think so, no. I don't think that is Fruity Dad. Masterfoot and Fruity Dad are different. Wait, Fruity Dad, I think Fruity Dad is a, isn't Fruity Dad, wait, isn't Fruity Dad a mage? No, I know there's one of them is a mage or boomkin. I know there's a guy named Fruity Dad. I just can't remember if it's a mage or a boomy. Pyroblast going in for combustion, getting interrupted on fire though, shifting power to follow. That looks like it is going to be Atherman getting that perfect interrupt on the fire damage. Flame check around the corner. Atherman just supposed to back up out of there for a second. At least Atherman survived and didn't have to deal with combustion too badly. So at least there is that. Pyroblast is getting the Pyroblast in. Fireblast to follow versus Atha. And a freedom up for the Paladin as he's looking to slam down that mage. Quick breath into a poly as Pyroblast is just locking down any kind of burst, any kind of damage out of Atha. That breath is so good. Quick. Oh, wait, is Pyroblast playing triple shield? What kind of leg is he running actually? Trying to go for a big Pyroblast versus Atha. Trying to make some damage happen. Quick shimmer as he closes the gap. That's going to be lockout onto Atherman with a quick breath and Pyroblast. What kind of a leg? He's not running the boys. This man's is not running the triple shield leg as a fire mage. Is he playing the Disciplinary Command Lego? Is he trying to go for the most amount of crit damage? This guy is not playing the Disciplinary Command Legendary. That is something to note. Hold on. First mage in a long while, except for Seavark, that doesn't play Triple Shield Lego. Gonna be a Ring of Frost on the Seavark onto Atherman though. And it's gonna lock him out on Holy as Pyroblast going for Fireballs. Quick Combustion is available. Doesn't have no damage. Just burning through Atherman. No bubble or nothing. I don't know if he just was locked out or just was trying to wait out. Maybe generate some resources. Maybe Atherman pressed Judgment in there, in between DC. Yeah, I saw that, Jesus. I'm sorry, guy. He gave you a little bit of time to come back, Jesus, but we have to move on to the duel. He did end up like bursting, not bursting you down, but he didn't end up whittling you down over time, but he did give you time to come back. He gave you a couple moments, maybe like 40 seconds or so. Was disconnect? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Quick Ring of Frost as Pyroblast. Is this going to be in a bad time? Going to be Cloak of Shadows for the Rogue. Pyroblast might have to Ice Block this right here. Not a lot of health available. And I think that is going to be cauterized into a Ice Block as this guy just throws his head back completely. What is this? You're breaking it back doing that to yourself. What are you doing? Die is going to be in stealth. Catch it a quick sap. Into Kid Shadow Pyroblast. Full Vendetta is available. And Pyroblast, unless he has a way to prevent Rogue, unless he has a way to breath him, polymorph him, he might need to breath, poly. And I don't even know if you have any shields available. Shift to power. Try to maybe get any kind of defenses back. Is going to get a shield. Nova, maybe try to go for some damage. I think he might have the big fire damage. Actually trying to see if he can just display command burst to Die, but couldn't quite do it. There was a lot of burst, but Die was able to lock him out first. I'll be surprised if Die has any trouble with that seed. Gonna be remastered as a Shadow Strike Rogue Subtlety into a Kid Shadow versus Die, not letting the blind sit on him, taking him out before the man gets away. And Nemera is gonna be the last one over on that team to Nemera. Can you fight versus Remaster and Wolves? Can you do it? I mean, I believe. I actually believe. I'm a big believer in you. Eyes getting picked up. Kidney shot on Nemera. He sees that Kyrian burst out of her master. He's gonna go for full avatar. He's gonna, I think, hit him with it. Yes, he does hit him with the spear. Disarm onto the warrior. Trying to go for shackles or malediction versus Remaster. Remaster Cloak of Shadows. Parry up for the warrior. Remaster trying to see if he can shadow step past the warrior into a vanish. And Nemera blade storming, but the rogue is nowhere nearby. That is a pretty big defensive use. Die with a sword. Big parry, big damage reduction. Try to see if he can pick up the eye. It looks like the rogue is right on his tail. Does he go for a kidney shot? Cheap shot instead. Does the rogue have enough damage? No Kyrian this time, but I think he still might have those anima charge. Oh, he does. I was gonna say anima charge comp points ready from before. Doing a quick work out of that warrior. That warrior went for a spear. Did not want to trinket the disarm. I think he should have probably just trinketed the disarm and just did the most damage there. Might have been the best move, honestly. Might have been the best move. Alrighty, boys, let's get another up and running. It looks like we have to get Chrysler versus, I think it was Asuma now. And then we got to get Sentry and Anto doing somebody. We'll get Anto after that one. Maybe versus Hardman or Jesus. Actually, Jesus, I guess maybe that could work too, yeah. EU, SL, 140, summon, yeah. Thanks. Hey, Hardman, you gonna play more or are you done? One and done. Let's get, because you could play more. We could throw you versus Anto. How'd that sound? Or Sentry? Actually, Jesus and Sentry didn't play each other, did they? Oh, did they? I know one of them. Actually, no, all of them played each other at that point, I think. All right, let's get Chrysler in here. Chrysler and Asuma. And then we'll throw maybe Hardwin. Unless he's not available, then Jesus. I guess Anto, and we'll start mixing up Anto, Sentry, Chrysler, Asuma around as best as we can. Yeah, Jesus, we'll get you back in there, my guy. Maybe we'll get, if Hardman isn't there, we'll definitely get Jesus, just because Jesus got a DC. We want to give him a full chance to actually play the game. You know what I mean? Gladiators and Harper Frost DK is viable enough to push past the 2700, but sure isn't easier to get in Glad on the class and almost stronger now. Yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, the mage was wondering what's his alt. I can't read Russian. It might have been his alt. I really have no idea. I don't think so. Because it looks like, wait, maybe it's all because it's like similar name, but it's not quite similar. I don't think Master Fruit and Fruity Dad are the same, but maybe it's just the name Fruit is like kind of his calling card. Are we missing somebody on Team Kreisbad? Did Kreisbad DC? Hold on, if we don't have the full team, we might back out and see if we can get Kreisbad full team again. Because it looks like Kreisbad doesn't have any defenses, but maybe they're still just taking a second to get in. Maybe. I think I saved that too, right? Let's see what's going on here. Switch. Is Kreisbad here? Kreisbad is here, but it looks like he has no defenses, no offensives. Is he actually in? I think we're just missing one on his team. No, he is here. It just his defenses and offenses don't show up. Hopefully the 5th and Team Kreisbad gets in. But but I think we'll give these guys a chance. Bualok is going to be first up versus Quickie, looking to make quick work out of him. Bua is playing that destruction, going for the port. Succubus CC is going to go for a big chaos bolt, slinging Destra Warlock bolts with an infernal cataclysm on Quickie's head, but he's going to dip under some cover. Bualok trying to create some line of sight, just trying to see if he can just keep charging at him, but looks like the boxes is going to be his biggest nightmare. Bualok even tried to go for swapping pets. Maybe he was trying to go for swap pets in order to lock down the maybe to deal with the Hammer Justice from Quickie easier. You know, go for the Imp. Quickie walks up to Warlock, hits him with the Hammer Justice. Imp goes to dispel it. Maybe that could be the play, but I think the Succubus is just so much more valuable. Looks like Quickie was able to do quick work of that Infernal behind the pillar. Warlock is going to be waiting 2 minutes before his cooldowns are back up. Quick fear off of that Succubus CC as Warlock got himself Bonds of Fell. Quickie with that Hand of Freedom, popping the Bonds. Warlock hits him with a Mortar Coil as the Paladin finally closes the gap. Hand of Freedom is almost off the Paladin, so it's going to be slows coming in from the Succubus. The slow for slow. Warlock has the port. Quickie quick to turn around on it, but might still be looking for that line of sight. The Soul Rod is on him. Drain Life is off for Warlock to get some kind of healing. Turn Evil on the pet, which is really, really good. Paladin should definitely be doing that to demons as well as undead. Turn Evil is pretty massive because you can just lock out the pet completely out of the game. Quick port for Bullock, trying to get a fast Cascades bolt. Hammer Justice down, triggered for Bullock. Quick and trying to see if he can slam down the hammers down onto Bua. It's going to be a quick fear. Bua does not isn't able to chain big fears back to back though. Quickie not sending fears too long. Got himself full cooldown still rolling. That was a pretty big defensive for Bua though. Mortar Coil is up. He has the defensives. He has the CC at a perfect time versus Quickie almost every single time. Quick stun and another Chaos Bolt. Bua could maybe bar some bubble out of Quickie. Quickie does not get anything reflected back to himself because that was another Nether Shield? Nether Tempest? One of those two. They reflect for Warlocks. I literally am drawing a blank on the ability right now, boys. Boy, taking a bit of damn. Quickie, not in a fantastic spot health-wise, but he's doing A-okay though. Lots of Word of Glories are still available. Lots of Holy Power can be built, as well as Bubble and Bop in case things really get aggressive. In case things really get that bad. Quickie trying to see if he could swing around the corner. Judgment, but that's going to be a trinket for the Succubus CC. Might put himself in a situation where he gets locked out. Bua using whatever mobility he's got in order to keep himself walking. That's going to be Dark Pack to give himself a shield, sacrifice some damage from the Succubus. Looks like Quickie did it turn around? He actually turned around to take down the Succubus. Bua is going to have to quick summon one with Fell Domination. Bubble up for Quickie, immuning that Chaos Bolt completely as it is cooldowns out of Bua. Bua is going to go for a quick resummon for a pet. Definitely going to have that Succubus CC as soon as Quickie's bubble is out, but he's going to be quicker than that. Here's that Succubus with a fear with Turn Evil. Another gateway available for Bua. All cooldowns are up. It's going to be Shield of Vengeance. No, actually not even Shield of Vengeance. I guess Quickie just got himself a big shield from a Word of Glory heal. It looked like a shield was up, but it was a shield. It wasn't Shield of Vengeance though. Haja to Boa. Quickie does drop down onto the pillar, I think, trying to line aside the pet, and I think he was trying to get a full pet CC, but he wasn't able to do it quick enough. Fear onto Quickie. Bonzafella is going to break that fear as well, do some damage. And Bua charging in, dropping down Infernal, not really hitting Quickie with a stun, but Quickie walks right in the line of sight. Chaos Bolt 1, Shield of Vengeance is up. Does he have an intro for that Chaos Bolt? Going to be Bua backing up out of the Quickie. Wants to make sure he's line of sight the Warlock as much as possible. Cataclysm around the corner. Quickie has wings back up. He might use wings in order to get some damage or maybe even some healing. Even drop super low. Could be really bad. You know what I mean? Flash of Light is up for Quickie. He has full offenses available, but defensively, he is kind of limited. Just going to hang out with the Infernal back here, beat that thing up, generate some Holy Power. Well, Buala going to sleep out in the open, out in the middle. Quickie trying to walk out, back up. The Succubus snags him either way. Chaos Bolt flying, maybe with a Cataclysm. There's going to be lots of damage all at once. Quickie walking out of the box of Fell, not quite far to break it, but still, either way. So far, Bua and Quickie has had a hell of a game. Oh, reflected that harsh. That's what Quickie was trying to avoid the whole game. But the reflect with Nether Tempest was used. Bua with a massive port still got Chaos Bolt slinging over at Quickie as Bua is literally playing a flute. He's literally playing a pan flute right now in front of him. Quickie trying to see if he can recover his health a little bit while getting some Holy Power off of Bua. Bua got himself that Dark Pack defensive every single time on a minute. So he always has a little bit extra health to work with. So he can play Night Fame. No worries about having to play Fleshcraft. Massive mobility. Just try to stay as aggressive as he can. I love his kind of like a like a Cobrak-esque look going on here too. I really, really like that. It looks really good. Succubus is quick. He goes out and you open Bonzafell. Chaos Bolt is up. Eventually, that combo is gonna be able to obliterate Quickie. Quickie though, look at his defensives. He has bullet back up. Look at that damage he can just put down to half health. Imagine with full burst, Dark Soul, Infernal, everything. While the burst is happening, that could be a one-shot right there, boys. But Quickie is doing AOK for now. Bubble coming back in 22 seconds, so he's getting it back little by little. Soul Rod around the corner. Quickie is just gonna back up behind the pillar. This Paladin is having to hug pillars, which isn't the most fun gameplay, I will admit. Yeah, like Boo is literally going to sleep because of that gameplay. But he has to. Against a Warlock who is just gonna run at Succubus, Fear's pulling him far enough away. Like, he feels like he has to reflect up for Bua, getting interrupted on fire. Gonna go for a big old gateway with a Fear onto Quickie. Quickie does not get feared though. I don't even know, they didn't trick it or anything. Was it just ZR maybe? But that's gonna be Mortal Coil. Quickie got himself wings, got himself a little bit of range damage towards Bua. Bua on the wall, trying to go for cast bolts. Quick war stop by Quickie. Bua got himself big shields. Quickie trying to light aside as best as he can. Quickie bubble it if he needs to. Bonzafell onto Quickie. Bua got the light aside. Fear onto Quickie afterwards with the cast bolt one. As the Shield of Vengeance is able to absorb a good portion of that menacing bolt. And Bua is going to be able to at least make himself some range happen here. Not a lot of health left on that man. Turn evil on the Succubus, so that thing is not going to help you with that CC for a second. Bua just trying to use whatever mobility he's got to stay away from the Paladin as best he can. Is going to use Soul Shape. Quickie, does he have a Hammer of Justice? Might not want to use it here. Bua might be out of options. Drop it down Infernal. Drake and put Quickie into immediate Mortal Coil, into an immediate Fear. Bua get all the dots up and running. Quickie still has a bubble. If it needs to Hand of Freedom, Hodge onto Bua. Succubus CC, but the Infernal breaks the Succubus CC. I think Bua might be done for the count though. Has himself a port. He's still mobile. He's still running Judgment. Barely any health. He's still somehow hanging in there. Quickie with the Fear onto the Succubus pad, but it's going to be stunned around the corner with a Bonds of Quell. Quickie is actually going to burn it. Bubble, mighty to Bubble is here. Word of Glory. Oh my god, he just recovered so much health. That was the fattest crit with the Word of Glory. Quickie was a little bit behind, but that fat Word of Glory, that was it. I did the trick. That won him the duel, I think. But Quickie is going to get CC for a Succubus yet again. Bua with the reflected case. It's Hodge. Is going to set up a gateway. Hodge, and that's going to be Succubus CC. Bubbles it. Just look at your hand, Bua, right now. Hammer's flying in. It's over. Oh my goodness. A little bit of a longer game, a little bit of sitting behind the pillar for Quickie, for sure. But he did it. He did it. That Destro Warlock is a little bit of a tough one. And he played really well, dude. That Destro, I feel like this should have been his game. Any other map, it would have been his game easily. Kratos as Arms Warrior going to be up next versus Quickie. No more Bubble. See, has Ballistic Protection though, so Quickie is not completely out of immunities. Ballistic Protection is still going to be a pretty big defensive either way. Quick charge around the corner by Kratos. And Quickie trying to generate some holy power. Warbreaker up for Kratos into a big banner. Shattering Throw versus Quickie. Oh, he may use Shattering Throw a little early because Bob came right after. Kratos can't do anything. He's just going to have to take the damage from Quickie. Trick inside of it. Going to be parry up and running. Quickie can still do a lot of holy damage. His Crusader Strikes won't do anything, but everything else just goes through. Quick interrupt onto Quickie. As Quickie does not have any more defenses, Kratos has only a set amount of health to work with. Is that going to be enough? Quick stun reflected back towards Quickie as Kratos drops low on health being Kyrian. But I think it's over. Quickie is slamming him down. Getting him out of the game. That early shatter was interesting play. I'll give you that. It was a very, very interesting play. I think it was basically trying to predict when is he going to hit it. But he used it a little later. He literally was the biggest haymaker. Like, okay, I'm a bop after it. I just got to wait, let it hit me, bop. And I'm set. Kajix going in aggressive versus Quickie. Big heal by the Paladin. I think Kajix is looking to end them right then and there. Playing out that Necrolord. Big combo points. Shackles. There's no way. Oh my goodness. And DC with the dono. 20 bones right there, my guy. Okay, we got a hashtag DC, bud.
Atho versus Cry. Best of 3?
Atho versus Cry, best out of 3. I mean, if Atho and Cry, they're both down, I'm down. If they're both down, then I'm okay with it. Cage is getting blasted though by the mage. Is going to be a quick vanish. Yo, okay, we got a hashtag DC. It's Shab Boys for the 20 buck donut. Thank you so much, my guy. Appreciate you, my dude. Gonna be Salad trying to keep the rogue in combat, trying to keep him from re-stealthing. Out of the dot still burning. Looks like the rogue is still in combat. Unable to catch a clean reset. I think Salad is literally auto-attacking through the wall. He is. He's spoken at him. with his Thunder Fury, Blessed Blade of the Windseeker. Getting the shot by KJX, loading up Salad full of dots. But the mage has got himself triple shield, Lego running. Bunch of Fire Blast into a Nova onto KJX. And a shift in power to keep the pressure rolling. Trying to get some cooldowns back up. KJX with a flash cut. Does it get interrupted? It does at the last second, but still quite a lot of the flash cut is back up. Yo, I mean, after, if you're down and if you're crazy, but if you guys want to do it, after we're done with the duels, we can get you guys in a best out of 3 if you guys want to. Shackles and Malediction by Salad. KJX with a Cloak of Shadows. And Salad got himself triple images available. KJX looking for a full reset. Is going to be able to get it. We are at the 11% dampener, boys. 36% dampening or healing reduction. So 11 minutes. We are going to see some healing reduced. Actually, most of the classes, except for when we made at Maddox and Joe's sister. I think a lot of these classes still will be able to... I don't know if they'll... What am I trying to say? I don't know if they'll be able to live. Actually, I don't think they need heals, is I guess what I'm trying to say with dampening. Quick sap onto the mage. Yo, mage got not a lot of health. KJX, I think, could probably turn it around. Get a shot? Yeah, Solid. Unless your trinket is going to ice block it. That's a Zarya block right there. Ice blocks it. Bust it out immediately. Try to go for Ring of Frost. Going to be KJX with immediate trinket. Interrupting Salad. This is going to be a full poly either way. Salad at least was able to get some cold reduction. Trying to go for big combustion. KJX with a blind. Salad has no way out of it. And KJX is just going to get the mutilates in and taking a shot. I think it's over. Cauterize? That's not going to be enough. There's no way. If KJX struggles with a seed pod, I'll be very, very surprised. Very surprised. A quick Venom taking him out. Joe's sister is going to be up next as an elemental shaman. Is he still playing that cheesy Lego? I guess we'll find out soon, right? Try to see if we can knock KJX out in the open. Shadow stabs to him into a lightning lasso. Is that enough damage just to take the rogue out? Into a vanish. Hopefully Joe's sister got some kind of a flame shock on him. Is he going to get some souls? Is there a flame shock rolling? Potentially. KJX actually clean. No re-stealth issues at all. Trinket out of Joe just to get a flame shock out of KJX. As KJX goes in for a kidney shot, flesh cut is up. So with that flesh cut, he's actually going to be able to stealth through and not have to deal with that flame check at all. The Earth Elemental with the Earthquake Lego charging in. Yes, and Joe is playing that cheesy Lego. That's going to be a full minute of an Earth Elemental doing extra free damage to KJX. The punches, but also the Earthquakes. Cloak of Shadows, I think the Earthquake's physical damage though, and I don't think you can remove it. Cloak of Shadows is only, he's got cheat death trying to shadow step to a Paladin as lava bursts flying. We don't really like that kind of like shadow stepping. But the Earthquake is going to end up taking him on Joe. Oh my god, Chokes! Oh, Chokes is in, boys! Except I can't target Chokes. It won't let me. But I can target Joe's sister. We'll see if Chokes is able to beat Joe's sister. Hodge, looks like that was a grounding totem that was dropped down by Joe. Chokes made sure to take it out before laying that hammer of justice versus Joe. And the Earth Elemental is still in play for a little bit longer. Bubble out of Chokes as he's playing full Necrolord Pala. Joe got himself the heals while moving with the Spirit Walker's Grace. And he's got the Paladin over there with the Earth Elemental with the Earthquake Lego. Just letting it rumble. Oh! But Chokes got plenty of damn there at the end. Awesome, but charging maybe a little too quick. Where's the Chokes? Is that a bubble? He already used the bubble, so there's no way he doesn't have it. Yeah, no bop, nothing. I think it's over. I think Chokes just wanted to go in for the big hammer in. Kreisbat is the last one left on his team. Can you fight through Asuma? Can you fight through Maddox? Is he able to? Is there a Succubus in play? Or is Kreisbat playing someone else? Is he Affliction? I literally can't see Kreisbat defensives or offensives. Is he Affy? I guess we'll find out soon. Succubus is in play. Wait, maybe Destro? Maybe back to the Destro? Is back to the Destro. Shadow Fury off of that. Into a Cataclysm after, into a Soul Rod. Asuma might have to Cloak of Shadows behind the pillar. That's going to be quite a lot of damage over time, burning him. With a Succubus in the back too. Asuma might be in trouble. Just for the dots alone. Trying to Shadow Step. Maybe get aggressive. Asuma might need to Cloak of Shadows this. That's going to be just damage into Kreisbat. The dots are still ticking down on him. Wants to wait. Oh, Kreisbat snagging that. Instacast. Execute hit. I think with the Shadow Fury. This is Joe. Joe Mama. Maddox with an incap on the Succubus before the Succubus CC comes through. That's going to be an Infernal dropping on his dome though with a fear right after Kreisbat. Full cooldowns up. Maddox still has a big old flesh cut. That thing is going to get burnt through really quickly as Kreisbat tried to stay mobile versus Maddox. He got some slows with a Succubus. Maddox needs to close the gap somehow, some way. The Infernal is still in play. Is going to be able to charge through this Infernal with the Tiger Palm. And Kreisbat is definitely going to need to wait for Mortical or something. Trinket available for Maddox if he needs to. Kreisbat got himself maybe Karma. Oh, Maddox, leg sweep. Maybe have enough damage. Wait, Maddox is out in the open. And Christman is going to go for a fear of one of the pets. I was imagining there was going to be karma out of that guy. Shadow Fear around the corner with the Cataclysm, definitely going to connect. Definitely connecting. Yo, if Christman can just get whatever range damage he can versus Maddox. Oh, Succubus! Oh, no way! Christman actually brought it back, boys! I think he was running a Battle Master trinket, and that thing fell off. Oh, dude, that was actually so huge. No karma, no nothing. Monks are pretty tough to beat, and this Gesture Warlock was able to outlast him. That's actually crazy. Yo, Hardwin is there? Okay, let's get Hardwin in versus Anto. Anto, let me know if you're ready. Cries, Asim, I know you're here. Jesus, I know you're around. Sentry, I think you were forming a group. Yo, if Anto is around, we could throw Hardwin at him. Just yeet Hardwin at you. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. We got Hardwin and Anto XD. I think Anto is gone for the night, though. That's unfortunate. Sentry or Jesus and Hardwin played each other, so I think we do Sentry then, yeah? Anto, respond back to me. But I tried to queue you and nothing worked. So I don't know if he has a group or maybe someone took over for his group at this point. Maybe Maymain tried to. Maymain joined a group. Ooh, was Cries bad? Let's get Sentry and Hardwin in. And then we could Jesus. Jesus has to fight somebody, so I guess we could do Jesus versus Chrysler. And then Asima versus Hardwin, maybe. That actually would work out really well. I think Asima and Hardwin never fought each other. So we get in some variety of people that are dueling each other. So we're not having the same people dueling one another. Sentry. 5. Oh no? Is Sentry gone for the night too? Uh-oh. Huh. My group won? Did it? That's cool. I don't stand a chance about to play Kieran either. Yo, I thought if you want to duel with Surprise Bed, you can, but if you guys are not really into it, it's all good with me, man. It's all good with me. It looks like Sentry isn't around. I really want to queue Hardwin. Hardwin, Asama just played versus Chrysler. I guess we could do Jesus versus Hardwin, but those two played each other already. So what I could do is maybe Hardwin versus Jesus again, then Jesus versus Chrysler, then Asama versus Hardwin. We could do it like that too, right? Give Team Jesus another chance. Because Jesus didn't really get a chance to play last time. Alright, so Sentry I think is Gonski. Let's do that. Let's do a Hardwin versus Jesus, then we'll get Jesus twice. Just because Team Jesus, I mean, you just never really get to proper play. And for the sake of like switching you guys around, we'll get Jesus versus Chrysler afterwards. Jesus and Hardwin, right? Then it'll be Jesus and Chrysler. And it'll be Asima versus Hardwin. How does that sound? We'll just have to do it like that. What's up, Felipe? How you doing, my man? Hope you're having a good one. Got him? Easy, boys. Easy. Easy, dude. Easy, boys. Doo, doo. Ba-da-ba-bum-ba. Ba-da-ba-bum-ba. Doo, doo. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Yo, DC, I'm down to do if Chrysler and Atha want to do a duel. What's this? We'll do the duels, we'll get the groups up and running, and once we run out of groups, once the boys are exhausted and at Dunsky for the day, then we'll do Athema versus Chrysler. I just want to get my 5v5s in first. I'm down for the duel. Cool. We'll do them after we do our normal duels. So about like when the clock hits 7, which is like in 30 minutes or so. So in 30 minutes or so, how does that sound, boys? Did I save it? Oh god, did I save it? I think I did. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hope that I did. Alrighty. Oh no, switch. Athema charging in versus Wolf. He's just got full pets erupting with bestial wrath. Full shackles and malediction onto Athema is going to drop down if Freezing Tribe just kind of letting it slip. Letting it slip on the ground as Wolf is going to be first up versus Athema and Necrolord, Beastmaster Hunter. Watching the Paladin. Dora Shadows over. Got traps available for him. That's going to be Charge Trap, Freezing Traps. Maybe a Knockback Trap? Athema's going to have to be very careful whenever he uses Ashen. Because I think he would want to use Ashen whenever Wolf does go behind a pillar. But I don't really know if the Beastmaster Hunter wants to go behind a pillar. Knockback Trap is in play. So he's got a bunch of traps for that one. Knockback Trap actually can be pretty rough. Freezing Trap into Atha. Quick Feign Dead by Wolf. And this lady's going to be able to get himself a little bit of self-heal. The Beastmaster Hunter is running Ferocity Pets. So the Ferocity Pets do add Wolf extra leech. And he can actually use that leech in order to get himself some self-heal. Give a pet heal, the pets also give him heal. Ashen on top of Wolf as a Hammer of Justice comes down. Wolf is going to have to walk slowly but surely through the Wake of Ashes. He's going to slowly path himself out of there. Athaman charging him. It looks like the pets were attacking something. They weren't attacking Athel, they were attacking something else. Were they stunned maybe? Maybe it was Wake of Ashes that stunned them. That might have been it. Athaman kind of trying to see if he can deal with the damage going down. Eye for an eye to deal with, reduce the physical damage that's going after him. And Wolf catch himself into a quick camo just to catch a bit of a reset. Athaman tried to see if he could back up out of there into the ashes and maybe get himself some flashlights. For Wolf, he likes the fact that there's plenty of range between him and Atho. That's exactly what he wants, is to put some range between the two and then kite him around, get a bunch of Cobra shots in there, which do a ton of damage. Athaman finally able to lock that Wolf for a second, but he doesn't really have a lot of buffs to work with, so he's going to be able to put some pressure into the Hunter, since Hunters are mostly squishy. But he's not going to be able to take him out of the game just yet. I feel like if he has a good setup, he could do it. Wolf coming back with a trinket very, very soon. He's going to have himself the aspect of the wild too. Using it away from Bestial Wrath. Is that normal to use aspect of the wild without Bestial Wrath? Isn't it all just extra focus generation for you and then 10% more crit? Am I wrong on that, on cooldowns? Because I'm not a BM expert. I just know how to spam my Cobra Shot button within PvP. Gonna be a quick feint death for Wolf for a moment with the freezing trap as Atho sinks into the quicksand. Happens whenever you're on a mountain, you get hit with a freezing trap. As Wathoman rotates eye for an eye, the Paladin getting a Hammer of Justice with full wings, final wreck and everything versus Wolf. Maybe can make some damage out, but Wolf got nothing to really stop it. Turtle Shell is gonna have to be used as the Wake of Ashes went out on the pets to land a stun. That is a full turtle available as Athaman trying to go for a fear on the pets. That fear is not going to be broken until level 5 with that, and for Bestial Wrath where you can break pets out of fear and horror effects. Which I think is good for PvE, but it's going to definitely have some consequences in PvP that no one intended. Wolf got full slows into Atho, Death Chakram, Cobra shots. Athaman, as he dips out low though, is able to use the Healing Hands talent in order to get a little bit extra value out of the Word of Glory. Freezing Trap onto the Paladin again. As Wolf looks like he's just going to whittle him down, get as much damage as he can, maybe get a good proc, big stun, Bestial Wrath, everything available. Shackles Malediction could force some defense out of Atho. Shield of Vengeance is being used. The Shackles are trying to burn into Shield of Vengeance, but at least the shield is preventing the health from being necrotic in you more than it is. And it's going to give Atho opportunity to at least recover. I wonder if you might just have to sit behind the line of sight to get Wolf closer in, like that pillar in the corner. That actually might be perfect. Wolf trying to maintain the range. Trap is down. Athaman is going to get hit as a Hand of Freedom is up. So at least he is able to catch back up to Wolf after that knockback. But the Tar Trap, the slows are going to be pretty brutal right now. Eye for an eye back up. Such a short cooldown for an ability, but it is going to be very, very important in this kind of scenario, especially with all this physical damage going out. Adaptation for Athaman. Does he have a Hammer of Justice to follow up? Wolf got some cooldowns rolling. It's going to be Athaman trying to close the gap. Hand of Freedom is up. Does he have anything to work with here? Maybe Seraphim wings are up in 30 seconds. Maybe he's just going to wait out for wings. And Wolf is just continuing to blast damage into him. No more trinket, no more turtle. It's going to be a stun into Atho. Potentially could be a bubble out of the Paladin. Bubble right now as he's got himself more holy power. Does he have enough damage? Slowed while bubble is up. Is that a thing? What is going on?
Hi, brother.
Hey DC, how you doing, my guy? Okay, we got a hashtag DC for the 20 buck donor, my man. Thank you so much, my dude. Hard Joe to Wolf has a trinket for it. As Athaman got wings up and running. Wolf does not have an immunity anymore, has acceleration. The pets are going to get stunned. Exil used really, really early. Wolf feign deathing to remove any slows off of him. Athaman with a Hand of Freedom keeps charging in, trying to walk around the freezing trap. Wolf should have probably put the trap right on top of Athaman. He's trying to cut him into it. Flash count, interrupt him for a second. Athaman just don't walk forward, and I think you win. Oh my goodness, Athaman brought it back. Versus a Beast Mastery Hunter. And Master Fruit charged out at Atho with a Convoke, but I think he missed all that Convoke. That was full burst and everything. Fury of Balloon, Incarnation, everything. So Athaman got himself hell of a game to play versus Master Fruit now. Bubble, not available. Blessing Protection did nothing. Master Fruit lands the silence into Sarge Surges. Oh my goodness. Athaman needs to recover and healing as soon as possible. Knocking him back, trying to knock the Paladin back into his own solar beam. Gonna be Masterford close at the gap. Barkskin, as he's a Hammer of Justice, thought that Athaman was actually gonna get aggressive here. Barkskin, he maybe used it a little prematurely. But honestly, you could probably use Barkskin together with Hammer of Justice and he'll mostly be fine. Right? Technically, you could. But I guess it does open up Atherman an opportunity to maybe get someone rolling. Final verdict, Masterford taking big holy damage. Is going to go for a quick war frenzy region to keep himself running. Disarm onto Ather, but Masterford is going to find out disarm and Paladin means nothing. He can still go for his final verdict every single time, slamming the big gavel without a weapon in hand. It's a weapon of the gods, not a weapon of physical form. It's going to be a trick out of Masterford. If Atherman can maybe lock him down, hammer just saying Masterford with a frenzy regen, he's actually in big trouble. Barkskin not up for a second, keeps getting slowed every time he switches forms. Paladin just does not let him go anywhere. Hammer still keep flying. Judgments, hammer are righteous. And that's going to be, oh, final hammer coming down. The big gavel. Dropping the boy down. Oh my goodness. Soviv Geni is going to be up next from one booming to the next. Atherman is having to fight off these chickens, dude. Fighting off these birds. Ashen Hollow, if Sovi doesn't go anywhere, he's going to back up for a second. Atherman is going to stay in Ashen. He's going to stay in Ashen for a second. Hammer justice onto Sovi. But if he stays in Ashen, he gets free hammer throws. And those hammers, I think, do more damage. Final verdict versus Sovi, who's going to be able to blast through the Shield of Vengeance. Wake of Ashes from a distance. That's going to be Sovi interrupted on nature. Cannot heal for a moment. The storms are going to be brutal. That's going to be Atherman taking lots of damage. Wings are up so he can get himself big Word of Glory. Still hitting into thorns. Silence does not need to get silence. Needs Word of Glory to keep himself floating. Yeah, Sovi just throwing in down a bunch of wraths in. There was full cooldowns out of the Boomy as well with Celestial Alignment, knocking Atherman back for a moment. But Atherman got no mana at all. He got eye for an eye, which isn't going to do anything versus Sovi. Tried to see if he closed the gap. Does close the gap with the Hodge. Is going to be tricking out of the Druid with a Roar versus Ather. He might just go for Frenzy Regen. Ooh, quick rebuke. I felt like that was quite a range between the rebuke and the cat. I feel like that was like a ranged rebuke. He wasn't even in melee. Cyclone, going to be a quick one. Atherman, immediate adaptation. Can't even control it. It's going to be busted out of CC. And Sovi had a second fast cast Cyclone immediately. So this is going to be A-OK. Wrath flying now by the Druid. Atherman tried to see if he could circle around him, avoiding the cast as best he can. Shield of Vengeance up as Atherman got himself Word of Glories rolling. Knocked back by Sovi. Hand of Freedom up for Ather. And Sovi trying to land some Starfires into the boy. Hammer Justice does Ather have the birds. Final verdict. That is a wings, or not wings, but Barkskin up. Atherman did use an unused trinket. But I think it's going to be a little bit of a standstill. Cyclone by Sovi is going to be able to catch up real health. Atherman with 20 seconds on adaptation, 30 seconds on wings, 50 seconds on a bubble. And looks like the Paladin for the most part did recover, as Sovi just trying to walk him away from windy pillars. Hey, come out of the open. Come and hang out with your boy, Sovi. Thorns is up for Sovi. Atherman better be really careful. A Hand of Freedom looking for the line of sight. Bash. It's Sovi seeing the Blessing of Protection. Atherman actually had to press a bop against the Boomy just to break out of that stun. And I guess he would have liked to use that bop versus Remaster, but he doesn't want to lose it now. He needs to fight until he can see the next duel, and the next, and the next. Quick cast by Sovi. Try to see if he can get a cast off. Maybe Juke on interrupt versus Ather, who is going to have to bob down back into bear form. Trying to get a cycle. Doesn't get interrupted. Looks like there's going to be attention out of Ather. Sovi, oh, getting cleaved in half with a Wake of Ashes. Hello, who comes running up next for Master? The Rogue. This is where a Blessing of Protection would have been amazing. We immediately bubble for Ather. Hodges for Master. Has full wings and everything available. Just trying to blast him out whenever he can. Does he have the damage though? Evasion's up for a Master. Atherman just used a big immunity. Try to see if he might be able to get a trickle out of the Rogue. At least he got some slows and Hand of Freedom. He better be careful with the next hammer, next kidney shot. Better be careful. Actually getting quite big damage onto a Master without even being in melee him. Just trying to build up whatever holy power he got. And that's going to be eye for an eye. Remaster is like going to have his damage reduced by, I think, 30% and some damage splashed back to him. Just trying to get this eviscerates onto Ather back to back. Does Ather have any survivability at all? Shield of Vengeance very soon. Oh, went for a Wake of Ashes, but it wasn't enough. Didn't have enough globals. And the Mara is going to be up next. Letting the Rogue get a little bit of a reset. Let him get a bit of a reach. I guess a little bit of a go. Blade Storm immediately. I don't really know if he needed to do that. But he should be able to find Remaster. Last time the Mira and Remaster faced each other, he speared him. But then the disarm kind of stopped him in place. Kidney shot. Going to be immediate trinket. Storm bolting with a Warbreaker. Remaster trinket inside of it. Quick charge by the Warrior. Looking to get the big damage and sniping the Rogue in stealth. That is going to be the Spear. But a Cloak of Shadows is going to keep him moving away from the Spear of Bastion. That Vanish was not going to be enough. And the Mara might have to go for another set of eyes. Leaping in, actually finds the rogue. Random leap and finds him. Does he get a charge on him? Cheap shot by the rogue. Nemera does not have a trick anymore. Has a parry back up if he needs to. Does the rogue have enough here? Not going. Oh, there goes the Kyrian. Maybe he can make it happen. Disarm to Nemera is going to go for a fear. Or Master is not going to set that fear along at all. Parry is available. Actually, Nemera can't parry without weapon, can he? Storm Bolt and Master with Shackles and Malediction. Does he have enough damage? Blind by the rogue. Oh my god, this rogue got tricks under his sleeve every single moment, every single day, in every single scenario. Can this shot onto Nemera as a rogue trying to get the Shadow Strikes in. Back to back cheap shot. The warrior is not in a good spot at all. Master sniping him out. Trying to catch up with first aid. Bach is up next. Is this rogue going to have to take on the whole enemy team? Is this sub-rogue going to be able to take on the full team too, which has amazing gameplay so far, amazing catch-up, or amazing lead rather, with Athaman knocking down the druids, just clobbering them upside the head. What's up, Eli, my man? Oh man. Bach is going to have to throw down flares. He knows the rogue is somewhere out there. He could pick up the eye too if he wants to. But our Master just huggles the darkest corners. Just hanging out in the shadows where safety is. And it looks like Bach is kind of moseying over near the eye. He knows the rogue could be nearby. If he randomly flares out right here, might be able to find him. Flare next to the eye, he's going to pick it up. Remaster is kind of nearby. Bach definitely going to be able to get the opener. Going to be quick feint death. And Remaster couldn't get a sap or anything. That feint death actually might have been pro. Going to be a binding shot. Bach with a Kyrian burst. Does he have the full go? Remaster has an evasion. Is going to be able to evade quite a bit of that damage. Explosive shot didn't really do that much. So that's actually a perfect evasion for him. Honestly. Actually perfect. Because that was full burst out of Hunter. Remaster tried to see if he might be able to just mosey over. Actually catches a reset, but the Hunter's mark is going to keep him in play. Smoke bomb not enough to cover him. The pet is running over behind the wall. Unless Bach is going to pull the pet back. No, he's going to have the pet on Remaster if he can. Glauca shadows for Remaster just to remove the Hunter's mark. Does Bach have any ways out of this? He's in a mount. No trap. I don't see a trap for him. Sap onto the Hunter. Remaster's being extra careful. He's trying not to stand next to Bach just in case there's a freezing trap on top of him. He's going to go for a full kidney shot. Bach with a feint death. Remaster finds him with a cheap shot. Disarm, and Bach has a turtle. But I don't know if he was going to have enough here. Actually, Remaster has nothing left. He has Trinket and Vanish. Bach is going to probably go for the full double tap everything. Is that a Vanish available? Rapid fire. Explosive shot still goes through. If only he had a Hunter's mark on him. Flare down. In case the row closes the gap. Kid the shot. Bach, does he have an opener? He does nothing. Maybe pet sack. Anything. That looks like it's going to be just Shadow Strike flying through. Remaster, does he have enough damage? He has enough. And he ends up taking out the Hunter. First aid as Die the Rogue coming in. Kid shot Remaster. It's going to be immediately chicken for Remaster. Could go for a blind. Cheap shot versus Die. I think he's trying to see if he might be able to get a trinket out of Die. Him and Die played each other before. It was a really quick duel. Very, very fast one. As Die trying to see if he could phantomize Remaster. He sees where he's at. He can't really catch a restealth. Is going to get slowed. Blind into Die. He could trinket it. Is going to chicken and spike him. Not going to give him a chance. The Rogue almost came back there, boys. We were getting into that longer game of 14 minutes. And Pyroblast playing out the triple shield legendary this time, so he's not playing any kind of like cheesy damage Legos. He's just going full defensive. At 58% dampening though, that shield is going to be reduced quite a bit. Poly trying to come out for Pyroblast, trying to get interrupted. No interrupt out for Die. I'm going to get a juked. Frostbolt out for Pyroblast. I don't really know if you went for Frostbolt just for slow. Pika busts up. Glauca shadows for Die. And Pyroblast or Pyroblast. He's just taking loads of damage. Still has combustion for a second longer. Just trying to set out whatever damage you got versus Die. That's going to be Phoenixes, everything flying. Cauterites and Ice Block used at once. Which is going to set him back quite a bit. Normally mages want to separate those two, but we are at a pretty high dampening. Maybe that's a part of the plan. It's just, you know what? Let's go in, do the most damn we can. Let's see what happens. Pyroblast. Looking for the Rogue. Rogue. Looking for Pyro. As it is in Viz, I didn't realize he went to Viz. But the Troll Mage is able to at least kind of live for a little bit longer. Die should be able to see him. He knows exactly where he's at. Spots him. Espiro chill in the back. Got himself Mage Foot, at least able to catch up on a bit of it. 65% day putter. Get a shot out of dice. He goes for full Vendetta. Trinket out of Pyroblast. Or Pyroblast. I gotta keep calling him the right name. It is Pyro. Ring of Frost in case the rogue closes the gap. Frostbolt to slow the rogue down. The rogue is not gonna sit anywhere near it. Just going for big spikes. With Chains of Malediction, Die does have a Shadow Meld that's been as a Night Elf. And has got himself a little bit of Fleshcraft rolling forward. 67% dampening is going to reduce that Fleshcraft quite a bit, but a Fleshcraft shield is better than nothing, especially for a stealthy class. Because at least even with dots, you can kind of catch a reset. Nova gets the rogue out in the open, got more spikes to throw up Pyro. This is going to be full combustion. He is going to drop it down as a smoke bomb. So Flame Strike's coming in through. Die is going to Shadow Step to Pyro and is going to end up taking him out. My goodness. That combustion with Flame Strikes. I was going to say, like, if he had more Flame Strikes to keep going, he might be able to do it. That is a tough one, but he is going to take him out. Athaman with 3 kills, 1,000,000 healing. You guys make sense. Remaster almost made a comeback for his team. This is actually just clone back for his team, doing such a good job. All right, let's get another group up and running, boys. Yeah, let's get another one up and running, boys. Hardwin and Asama. Those got to play. Jesus and Chrysler, those didn't get to play yet. I think it was Team Hardwin just now, wasn't it? Alrighty. Baraf, yo, thank you so much for coming by, Hardwin. Appreciate you, my man. Always fun to have you here. We'll see you next week, yeah? Please show up next week. I miss you, guy. I miss you, buddy. I miss you, dude. Let's get Jesus in. Oh, wait, it was Jesus versus Hardwin, wasn't it? Yeah, it was Jesus versus Hardwin. So Asama didn't get to play him. Let's do Jesus and Chrysler. Because I did promise to get Jesus twice. And I gotta Asama in here as well. Right again? Yeah. I promised I would get you in twice. Because you never really get to play so far. Last we got to play wasn't really working out so well. Anyone has 1 seed? Yo, SP. Are you in Team Anto? Yeah, if you... Anyone has 1 seed. You can always make a group yourself, but yeah, I understand it's usually easier just to jump into someone else's group. Normally is. I purposely didn't interrupt Cycle because I knew the druid would freely cast Fleshcraft to get nuked. That's true. That's actually a good way of looking at that, though. I literally forgot that was a thing. I literally forgot about it. It's been only 1 week and I forgot that, oh, druids are literally just going to cast a nature, kick them on nature, the Fleshcrafted. So I guess it's actually better just to get cloned. Just get cloned. You know what I mean? Angel left for sleep, for a good night's sleep. Okay. I didn't know if maybe his group stayed and if somebody could have taken over the group because I have you added SP on Real ID. So we could have kept queuing. But you know. I think I saved that one. So it should be a set. Switch. We got ourselves Team Atho with Bach in the back, Team Numera with Jesus and Die. I kind of switched you guys a little bit awkwardly, didn't I? Numera not even giving tag. Oh, Tagsy! How you doing, my mans? Storm Bolton, immediate trinket for the warrior too. These two are going really aggressive. Fury Arms Warrior versus an Affliction Warlock. Gonna be that spear. Tagsy cannot really go anywhere. It's gonna go for a full wall with Malefic Rapture just dropping down Numera having to go for every defensive in the world just to survive this interrupt the Dark Lair as the Dark Lair is gonna go back to Zap and actually killing the Dark Lair. But the dots are set in. I think Numera's just dead to the dots. Oh my goodness. Tagsy with the loaded up dots. He just went for full burst. He was like, you know what? I'm spiked. I'm speared. Like a whale, I'm just gonna Moby Dick this guy by dropping down wall and just giving him the Moby Dick, you know what I mean? Athaman charging it, Tagsy. This is gonna be full dots rolling as well as a Curse of Exhaustion, which is gonna slow down Atha quite a bit. Tagsy playing with no pet, so he's gonna be playing out for that sack, which sack is gonna provide him some damage procs from the dots. Athaman is just gonna make that pillar basically uninhabitable. So Tagsy is just gonna go for a long range. Just go for Fears versus Atha. Maybe even start walking slowly over. What a K6, what is going on? Did I attack the pet or did I attack Tagsy? Or Atha? I think I was attacking the pet and got a slice of dice off it. Athaman just talking to Tagsy. Tagsy under quite a bit of pressure though. Athaman with wings rolling and everything. Big drain by the Warlock, draining the life and health out of Athaman, as well as maybe a bit of that Paladin courage. Full dots are loaded up on the Pala, and Tagsy's just gonna have to play the long game. Oh, and the Mira got... Wait, Tagsy, did you drop a full banner on the Mira, or did somebody else go over there and do that? I don't think it was you, was it? I think somebody else did it. Who did it? That was BM. The Mira got blasted, but they don't deserve a banner, I don't think. Full UA is up. Aether takes a bit of damage from these dots, actually, when you think about it. Look at these dots. Look at these procs. Yo, Tagsy, the buffs coming out for Warlocks in 915, I think you're going to be a happy boy. Dark Soul cannot be dispelled. Rapid Contagion stays a little bit longer for 20 seconds instead of 15. So your dots and their procs last a lot more often. And it's going to be a full Dark Glare versus Atho. That Dark Glare zapping up Atho, doing quite a bit of damage. Tagsy trying to create some line of sight. He's going to go for a Death Bolt versus Atho. Oh my god! He just Death Bolted him! That's another spell that's getting changed. That's going to do more damage on average, but no crit. I don't know if that crit or not, but that's going to also fly in quicker. Tagsy getting loaded up with full damage versus Bach is going to go for Dark Soul or Dark Pack. He might need to go for a Drain off of the pet. Big aim shots of flying is going to get himself a Warlock increase. It's going to be Rapid Fire Drain live. If he gets interrupted, it's going to be really bad. Oh, right in the dome. Right after. And Bach is going to keep going versus Chokes. But is it Chokes? It is Chokes. Okay, I was gonna say for a second. Last time Chokes didn't even show up in the group at all. Playing out that Necrolord Paladin. Bach definitely has himself a hell of a game cut out for him. Man, Tagsy, that was amazing. I love you trying Death Bolt out. I love that you even give it a go. That thing is gonna be a little think better, hopefully, in the next patch. And Chokes, that's another guy that's playing out something different. He's playing out a Covenant that actually could be really good for Paladins going forward in 915. They're buffing the Gavel. The actual damage that the conduit provides, like when you throw the gavel, the damage of it is getting buffed up quite a bit. But also just the procs and the effectiveness of that Necrolord ability are also good. Bach locked down with a bit of damage. He's gonna go Feign Death, Exhilaration as Chokes got himself full flash cut. He's gonna keep walking a Bach like an undead zombie paladin into a 360 no scope, but it's gonna be a scatter shot to scatter his brain a bit. Bach needs as much mobility as possible, and whatever defenses he's got, knockback onto Chokes. Handerford is up for the power for a second. Could be a turtle shell out of Bach. He's in a really bad spot. Botting shot onto Chokes. If he gets an interrupt on his holy, he could be in a good spot. Gonna be a bunch of damage, rapid fire through the wall. Could interrupt him on holy. Chokes knows not to cast flash or heal just yet. Reason trap to follow trinkets. Bach is gonna be locked down with a bunch of damage. Bach trinkets out of it. Knockback on Chokes. Does he have the damage to continue to go in here? Chokes has got wings, so he's gonna get a lot of longevity and survivability. Bach does not have the same benefit. Got himself that line inside behind the pillar, getting auto attack through the pillar though, which is super unfortunate. As he's charging in. Does Bach have anything else to keep Chokes at bay? Scatter shot, blessing protection, use the turtle immediately. There's no way you don't turtle. Freezing trap? Oh my god. Turtle. Yep, you have to. And I think you have to find a camo somehow, some way. You have to get a camo off. Botting shot, he has a hand of freedom. I think it's over. Oh no. That is so tough for a marksman hunter. It's just the survivability is just so limited. Jesus is going to be up next. Hammer of Justice by Chokes. This is going to get himself, I think, a Wings proc too. Going to be IBF really late for Jesus though. Maybe he was expecting for his health to keep dropping, and then he went for a full-on IBF. Big grippy hands is up. Chokes has a bubble if he needs to. That's going to be a bubble as a stun as the damage starts rampant, and Chokes got pressure back to Jesus. He's going to take him out of the game. Oh my goodness. This paladin damages. Dude, and they're buffing it. And they're buffing it. Necrolord paladins are about to pop off so hard. And they already can do a lot, dude. Look at that. Get interrupted on a holy. He got a flesh scuff. Nothing die does. You're just gonna have to burn through a flesh scuff first. Hammer of Justice die is gonna trinket out of it early. Get a little bit aggressive. Not using defenses just yet. Letting the flesh scuff do its work. Let it absorb. Getting shot onto Chokes. No way for the paladin to get out of that one though. That's a full vendetta and everything. I think Die has him. Shield of Vengeance is up for Chokes. He's gonna get a Shield of Vengeance as well as Wings. I think it's a Wings proc. He's gonna go for some damage, but needs to go defensive. Holy Ward of Glory, dude. He uses Holy Ward of Glories right now. Hodge on a die. No chicken out of the rogue. And Chokes goes for a bit of a heal. Oh my god, Chokes could be in a really bad spot. Gavel getting thrown in. He's building holy power. His laser's doing kind of okay. Next stun is gonna be really deadly. Unless Die is just lacking damage. Chokes trinkets out of it last second. Is gonna get Wings rolling as well. Next, Hodge versus the Paladin versus the rogue could be huge. That was a proc. It was not even real Wings. That was just a proc Wings. I see. And Die is going to get himself a full reset. Does he get a Fleshcraft maybe? Because if he lets Chokes get a Fleshcraft, it could be really bad for him. Because the Rogue, I feel like, definitely has an advantage here. The only thing Rogue does not have is a Trinket. Chokes is going to be able to interrupt the Fleshcraft either way towards the hand of that cast, but still reduce it even a little. Full kidney, but looks like the rogue does not have the pressure for a bit. Vendetta coming up in 10 seconds. I think he's playing the legendary where he reduces the cooldown of Vendetta. Isn't he? I think he is. Wait, that's actually massive. That is such a good legendary. Choke's got himself wings. It's going to be a word of glory to keep himself alive. Could turn around with a hammer justice on Die. And Die does not have a trinket. Does Chokes have the cooldowns? Does he have the setup? Does he have everything? Wings are up. Hammer justice. Does he burn him out? That's evasion not doing anything for you. That's going to be full burst out of the paladin. Oh my goodness. Chokes coming back with a big Necrolord play. Lots of healing. Yo, Taxi, that was such good burst though, dude. I love that big old slap. Yo, Athaman. That was a rough one, my guy. That was the one you just don't predict. You just don't respond to it ever because you never see it. You don't really know how much damage that's supposed to do. And I feel you in that one. That's a tough one. All right, let's get another one in here. Yo, what's up, Arda? Hey, my man. Herniated disc, man. Gonna recover too. That's awesome. You coming out of the hospital soon? That's so good, my guy. Yo, my dude. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you, Arda. Dude, hospitals suck. Nobody wants to be in a hospital, but I'm glad that you're getting taken care of, and I'm glad that there's progress, man. You know what I mean? There's big prog, dude. You know what I mean? Who cares about that Sylvanas mythic prog? That herniated disc prog is all we care about in this stream, boys. Yo, my guy, my mans. Yo, let me know when you get back home, right? Whether on Discord, just pick me up. Yo, I'm home, out of the hospital. Or in chat, whatever you do, my man. Yo, happy to hear that, my dude. I'm happy to hear that. How you doing, by the way? I hope you're having a wonderful evening, my guy. Cheers. I'm real artist, seriously. I know I'm just a streamer, and you're one of the dudes in the chat with a name, and I don't know your person, but seriously, my guy, I hope you're doing well. Honestly. Yo, Kryzer still ready. Jesus played. We got to get Asuma in here, so let's go Asuma and Kryzer. Because Hardwin is Gonski. Sentry is Gonski. Otherwise, it would have been Anto or Sentry, one of those two dudes. Jesus, I'm here. I know you are, my guy. That was a big blaster out of their paladin though, boys. What is that? Oh my god. Paladins are about to dominate in 915. Necro Paladins are about to become our overlords in 915. Because they're pretty good now. I just like the level, man. I loved it, Taxi. Yo, that's going to be even easier. Actually, Taxi, would you want to hop on with me on PTR sometime and try for the biggest Death Bolt burst ever? Would you want to try something like that? Would you want to try it? I'm kind of more or less collecting some footages for a vid. Probably I'll do it after the stream. So I know it'll be really, really late, so I know you're probably not going to be able to do it, but I was going to do it after the stream. I basically got a second PTR account so I can have a train dummy while I do some of my bursts. And I was shotting down when classes could do a ton of bursts. I think Affliction Warlock could be an easy honorable mention. You know what I mean? Especially in 915 stuff. Making a group. Anyone in chat has Susie's left? Yo, SP making a group? Yo, I'm down to get SP in here. We can get SP versus Jesus or something. I'm down with that. Alrighty. Go Twitch. We got ourselves team 2 or team 1 together with Chokes, the Necrolord Paladin. With the remaster, I think DC in the back, but hopefully he won't be DC for long because otherwise this coil is gonna zap him out of there. We might need to give him a res. If Chokes isn't the first one playing, we might need to give that man a res. We got Kajix, we got Christ Bad, we got us this Bualok. Remaster, yo, if Remaster dies, can you guys... Okay, he's back. Oh, Remaster, you don't say on this thing? Oh, yeah, you got a luck. Yeah, good. It's just this arena is a little weird in that regard. It's a little weird. You know what I mean? Regrets you, man. Your content special 5,000. My favorite. Keep up the good work. Hope you're doing the Duels and 10 expansion. Hell yeah, my guy. Easily, dude. Easily. Thank you so much, Art. Appreciate ya. There's going to be a remaster of first was in Maddox going in for the full burst. Maddox playing out that Necrolord Monk. It's getting some big blast of history. It's going to be Lexi, but Master trinkets out of it. And it's just going to walk away from Master's burst. Hits him with a disarm so there's no Fist of Fury flying, which is going to reduce, I guess, some damage from Maddox. Is he just use Jade Lightning onto Remaster? I mean, your Monk maybe just started Jade Lightning him. Maybe just to keep him in combat or something. Maddox did only use one set of images though with Storm Earth and Fire. He didn't use Zuwen. Gonna be Kidney Shot, but Remaster trying to see if he can make some damage happen. That's gonna be big eviscerates. Trying to see if he can just get blasted through the Karma. Remaster not cloaking the Karma at all. He's gonna vanish out as Maddox tries to go for his Zuwen, and that's gonna be a Flesh Cut to get back up to speed. And the Rogue is just chilling. Somehow to stealth. Oh, Smoke Bomb. And now he's back in. Zuwen, where is he going? Where's the Zuwen going? Okay, looks like he pulled the Zuwen back maybe. I think Zuwen was going to attack one of the guys on team 1, but he had to pull it back. Remaster as a rogue is going to have to be really careful how he approaches these boys. As a sub-rogue, we don't really see a lot of sub-rogues in duels as much anymore. Gonna be a disarm, so Maddox can go for a full Fist of Fury. Is gonna wait out for the leg sweep until the last second to go for a big kick. Maybe Fist. Oh my goodness! All those punches from all corners with all those images just blasted or master. Just one of those. It's almost like one of those you know, those hydraulic press videos. It's kind of like that, but from all angles, just compacted them all at once. That Bone Dust Brute burst is just so disgustingly good. Gotta love it. In cap went to Kajix, trying to make some damage happen versus Matt. Matt got Fist of Fury rolling. Shackles on addiction for Kajix. Since Maddox can't really stop the shackles, that's gonna be free damage. Kajix does cancel it though to go for some mutilates. And Kajix finds himself in a situation where he has to go for an evasion early. Try to go for a kick onto Maddox. DFA! I like the DFA, by the way. That was an interesting move. Maybe try to see if you can immune some damage versus Maddox. Trinket out of the monk. Kajix walking away. Maddox popping off for a bit of a heal. Is going to go for a big defensive with Ford Brew. Try to see if you can find Kajix. Quick in cap. And should be able to take him out pretty easily. BDB, Rising Sun Kick, blind by Kajix. Try to hopefully survive this. He's going to go for first aid. But he's even trying to avoid that, he's trying to avoid the little slime, the Kevin Slime skill. Because that thing, I think, was actually going to spin on him and then remove his first aid, too. Kajix not opening up with a kidney shot, having to Trinket out of it. A little bit of a rough opener there, but still landing kidney shot with a Vendetta versus Maddox. DFA, as the Fist Sphere comes down, is going to get the DFA and Venom parried, though. Which is very big on Forge. Kajix got himself a sippy cup, disarmed by the monk. It is going to go for Shadow Step, but the monk is not going anywhere at all. Disarm onto the monk as well. There's no Fist of Fury, but a spinning crane kick. You can't disarm these hands. You can't disarm these kicks, dude. You can't disarm these toes, man. They gave him the big old green toenail. Easy. Cho is going to be up next. Necrolord versus Necro. Getting interrupted on a holy. Just take a flesh cut. But Maddox burnt through a flesh cut within a matter of seconds. That flesh cut didn't even stand a chance. He just got bursted through. It looks like Cho's got some bursts of his own. Karma. And Cho's could potentially go for a Blessing of Protection or Bubble. Looks like he's just going to try to see if he can waddle away from Maddox. That boopity bop ring is going to boop him back in. Chucks with a hand of freedom, keeps on rushing, keeps on rolling. Low on health, Shield of Vengeance up as a Fist of Fury is applied. Maddox cancels those Fist of Furies, does not want a Shield of Vengeance. Pop back into himself, diffuse magic for that holy damage. Just to reduce it even a little. And Chokes got plenty of damage still stored up. Wings available if needs to. Maddox, no Trinket available. If he gets put in a bad spot, BDB burst, but it's going to be a Hammer of Justice by the Paladin first. Does he have enough damage? Oh, Maddox, he does get an in-cap Trinket immediately by the Paladin. Maddox, does he have any ways out of this? Looks like he got mobility, so he's going to run out of there. Choke's got wings. He's got plenty of hammers to throw in into a Wake of Ashes, but a leg sweep by the Paladin into a Blessing of Protection. Maddox kind of in a bad spot. Could be really... Oh, and looks like Choke just walks up and clubbers him. Joe's sister. Who is Joe? That's the question. Gonna be a Lightning Lasso as he has the Earth Elemental. Not the Earthquake Earth Elemental, so I wonder what kind of Lego he swapped out to. Gonna be dropping down. Wait, is he still Earthquake Lego? I think he is still Earthquake Lego. I just don't think we see the Earthquake. Hold on. If Choke gets knocked down by an Earthquake, that means there's an Earthquake Lego. I think the pet is an Earthquake Lego, though. I just don't think we see the animation of the Earthquake on this arena at all. It might be a little awkward to see, because that is what Joe ran last time. So chat, pay attention. If he gets knocked down, then we know. Lightning Lasso onto Chokes. Joe's sister is going to force a bubble out of the Paladin. Ghost Wolfing out of there to see if he might be able just to walk away. And Chokes is just going to have to deal behind the pillar with this pet. I think the pet is an Earthquake Lego, because look at the damage it does. It's like passive sustained damage over time, in a sense. Interrupt him unholy. That's a freebie flashcraft for him. And Choke should be alive and healthy for a little bit. Especially useful if you could go for that big old Earth. Yo, that Thunder did not have animation either. Yo, is Joe's bugged? He's not give us any animations at all. Thunderstorm, Earthquake, none of them had an animation. Big Shackles though, at least that one gets an animation with a big old chain in between the two. Chokes, dropping him kind of low on health. Challenge Shield of Vengeance if he needs to. He might want to use a Shield of Vengeance early, because double Earth Shock from Joe could be really deadly. It's going to go for an interrupt onto Joe. Lava Bursts are flying. Joe Trinkets out of it. Stormkeeper is going to be full. Chokes better have a Shield of Vengeance. This could be really bad. Is going to prep it just ahead in case there's anything follows up, because you could have double Earth Shock, double Zap, double, triple, quadruple Lava Bursts to follow. That's just a lot of instant casts for Joe. The Shamans just have so much damage. Going to be big damage on the Paladin though. Out of nowhere, found DM. And it's going to be a big old Divine Storm. Actually, bursting Asima with just Cleave. He literally did that much damage to Asuma just through Divine Storms. He didn't mean to hit him with Divine Storm. He just, whenever he goes for the Gavel Necrolord, whenever he temples Verdict, so Final Verdict, but I guess he's not because he's most likely running the Necrolord Legendary. He just gets free Divine Storms. And those things can do quite a bit of damage. So Asuma basically almost died in that burst too. And Asuma wasn't even dueling. So good to the team too. With Quickie was able to at least let Asuma catch up. You know what I mean? Honorable boys tonight, dude. Honorable boys during the duels. Salad got full combustion, ready to go. Chokes at nothing for it. Trying to flash a light. Is he going to get interrupted? Looks like he's just going to be able to keep casting it. Get him some Word of Glory. Just trying to walk out of it. Salad just keeps pounding him with Pyroblast over and over and over. With Shackles and Malediction to follow. Trinket going to be out for the Hammer of Justice. Chokes is going to have some of himself necrotic out. Wings are up so he can recover quite a bit of health. Only at 16% dampener. And this is going to be a full what is it? Shifted power for Salad. Getting himself cooldowns back, interrupt and chokes on a holy, but he just knew that was going to be the flesh goat dub. That is such a strong combo for a paladin. That is so good. Paladin, not really a mobile class, having a little bit of defensiveness or mobility, I think can be pretty good, but Night Fade, that ain't going to be good at any moment. Nobody's going to consider that good, even though you could do some really cheesy wacky bursts. No one's going to, like, even if it did well, I don't think people, it's just, I guess it's just an uncool covenant. Not a lot of people would want it to be that good. You know what I mean? People are just not ready for it. You know? Necrolord? Not a common one, but there's some value in that one. Not common, but big value. Salad. SDF combustion. He has combustion back, so we could be seeing the mage going for another big go. Poly onto chokes with the Ring of Frost. Most likely is going to have combustion. There it is. Shield of Venus might just come out of chokes. No flesh cap this time around. You're just going to keep walking at Salad. Hits him with the Hammer of Justice. Try to see if he can remove the combustion. Was not able to, but he's going to go for the big procs. Big Necrolord procs are flying. Does he get another Gavel in? Trying to get the judgments in. And a freedom maybe. He's just trying to generate as much holy power as he can while wings are up. Salad got himself all to time. He's not really going to gain a lot of health back. But he is going to be able to reposition himself, keeping himself away from the paladin as best possible. Still always has a soul shape in case things go bad. Big burst, almost out of nowhere, out of chokes. Salad, super low in health, another bursty proc. Is he going to go for a cauterize? Ice block, no heal. While inside of the blocks, he's not running the conduit. Super unforged. And then Hodge by chokes. And it's going to take him out. My goodness. He's just getting the combo, boys. My goodness. Just the combos out of this man, dude. The biggest, wildest combo you ever seen is a Quickie. Looks like Quickie wanted to run out, but he's like, I think he's waiting for Asuma. I think it's supposed to be Asuma first, or before him. Looks like maybe Asuma is either AFK or is just letting Quickie go. So Quickie as a Kyrian Paladin versus Chokes the Necrolord Paladin. Chokes behind on the bubble. And Shield of Venus coming up very soon. No Trinket for Chokes either, so I don't really know. I want to see a big duel between, yep, that's it. I was gonna say, I want to see a big duel between the Kyrian Paladin and Necrolord Paladin to see who is the ultimate winner. I really, really want to see it. But I just don't know, right? We just don't know. Because the cooldowns are just not there. Not synced at all. But at least it gives Chrysman an opportunity to play the game. Versus Quickie. That's gonna be, yo, Arda, my man, with a TRY 100. I don't know how much that is in dollars, but Arda, my guy, can we get a big old hashtag Arda in chat showing appreciation for wonderful, beautiful Dono, my guy? I appreciate you, my dude. I really, really do. I don't know how much it is, but I really do appreciate it with a sticker or with a gift. Wrecked. I like it. I like it. Chrysman with a stun around the corner. Quickie is gonna get hit by it. And Chrysman is gonna have to push the pad in, get some souls into Quickie. We are at 10-minute mark, 34% dampening. More to coil around the corner, but Quickie still gets hit by it into a fear. You just gotta walk it out in the open. Chrysman able to load him up full of dots, even going in for an incinerate in there, trying to maybe land a fear. Looks like he's not gonna be able to do it. Quickie goes and rounds the bend around the corner, just chilling out. Yes, it is Albon. It is EU today. It is EU. KT weapon, any good in 2s to hand her? KT weapon, Kelsazad in 2 PvP. I don't know. I don't think it is. I think Verse is better. Around $10, bro. Yo, Arda, appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you, boys. Hashtag Arda, boys, if you haven't yet. Appreciate for the donor, my guy. Even $1 is more than I deserve for literally sitting here playing video games, dude. Quickie on a mount, just trying to wait out Chrysbad as best he can. Flash a light. And Chrysbad might just want to wait for Quickie to push out. I think the Paladin just got too much mobility, and that line of sight is helping him out tremendously. I don't really know what he can really do in order to deal with him. But it is going to be Succubus CC. Chaos Bolts might be able to get a stun before he rounds the bend. It is going to drop down Infernal. That's going to be Cataclysm as well as a Bonza fell. But Quickie playing against Buolok, who's playing a very, very similar build. Fear onto the Infernal, so that's going to be freebie damage for Kreisbad, just not applying towards Quickie. Kreisbad trying to see if he can make himself a port around the corner. Mortal Coil onto Quickie is going to at least run away from Pillar. Immediate trinket by the Paladin. Quickie just loving that Pillar, dude. He doesn't want to walk away from it. He just loves that Pillar. Kreisbad might just have to get a melee of Quickie. Watch the Paladin just pop off cooldowns. Because Quickie is going to go behind that Pillar the whole time, kiting around as best as he can. He doesn't want to lose this duel. I feel like that's what really is going to be lost for Quickie. Going to be a reflect though for Kreisbad in case he reflects a Hodge. Quickie not going to get caught out like this. Big port for Kreisbad. Quickie out in the open. Looks like Quickie maybe wants to commit some damage. And Kreisbad is actually the one avoiding him this time around. 46% dampen at 12 minutes into the duel. Quick turn evil onto the pet. Kreisbad is going to get a big omelet versus Quickie. Massive wings are up for the Paladin as the Mortal Coil connects. Quickie going for the big slammer jammers onto Kreisbad, having to wall this off. As Quickie used his immunities and offensive abilities, he nukes and his defenses all at once. So now he's left out here in the open, in the arena, basically naked, alone, maybe afraid, maybe not. Soul Rod is up. Cataclysm to follow right after. Yo, it's Arik, my guy, with the OP sticker. As Kreisbad closes the gap with Quickie. Needs one more global. Does he have the line inside Quickie? Trying to recover with Ward of Glory as best he can. Flags are flying. The pet is slowing down Quickie quite a bit. Kreisbad should have the perfect line inside here. Hodge on the Kreisbad. Quickie barely surviving. Can we get a big old hashtag to Arik in chat for the 20 buck donut, my man? Thank you so much. My dude, Succubus CC. I think it's over for Quickie. There's just no way. Instacast Kreisbad taking him out. Awesome is the last one left over on team 1, 2. Yo, big old hashtag Tariq boys for the 20 buck dope. Guy, appreciate you, my dude. Appreciate you with the OP sticker or OP gift. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you so much for the support. Kreisbad getting locked out in a big old Kyrian setup by Asama. I am so excited to play out the Kyrian Rogue boys. Once 915 is here, I cannot wait to try Kyrian Rogue and just start going in arenas blasting people, especially with the Kyrian Lego. That Kyrian Lego for resonating is so good. Lots of visitors that can just do a ton of damage. If you have enough crit Versa, I imagine you will be able to crit a ton. Gonna be a trinket out of Bua. That's gonna be Shadowy Duel by Awesome. I think trying to divert the line of sight away from the pet, but the Succubus is still gonna find the rogue. Bua able to at least get himself a Chaos Bolt. Dark Pack was used. Drop it down, big Infernal to Awesome. Mortal Coil to follow. The rogue needs to figure out when is the perfect time to cloak. Is gonna go for a vanish. No trinket used, no cloak just yet. He has a bunch of dots and they're melting him. They are doing some damage. Trying to sit down to get a bit of food if possible. He's gonna catch a self for a second. Bua is just gonna mount up, pick up the eyes, try to be proactive with the size as best as he can. Asuma catching up as much health as he can. Trying to keep himself at bay. I have a 285 with 1800 on my rogue. It's nice. Secure Lego. Dude, I need you to give it a try, Alleviate. I cannot wait to try it. I think it's gonna be, I want to see what works for Outlaw, because I've seen some Outlaws run with it too. I want to see how good it can be there. Big Kyrian setup. Awesome, but looking for a big execute, big eviscerate. It's going to be a wall for Booba. Off of that rogue burst, though, it's going to drop down Bonzafel into a fear. Awesome, but is he going to walk out of Bonzafel? He is. Quite a bit of free damage into Casbah. Cloaker shadows for that bolt as the gateway is used by the lock. The pet travels with him, though. Awesome, looking for that reset. Awesome is still holding on to a trinket. No more Cloaker shadows. Has a blind backup. Shadow Blades available. No Shadowy Duel evasion. So he's got to be really, really careful here. His one trinket is the only thing that's going to be a win or loss situation. Bua has trinket coming back up himself as well, but the CC, the ungodly CC out of Warlock is just so much. Head for 12 to 50k eviscerates without dark or anything like that, just my CDs. Yo, I gotta give it a try, dude. Imagine getting 2 back-to-back 15s. Yo, awesome with them eviscerates, dude. Those 12 to 50k eviscerates. There it is, dude. Who did the most damage here? I think it was quite a bit of Matters got 2. Cho's got big blasts and knockouts out of there as well. Awesome, it finished off strong. The Warlocks, one of the Warlocks struggled a little bit against the Pala for a bit, but then the Rogue took him out in the end. That's just so much raw damage compacted together in a single class, you know what I mean? Boy, yo, let's go, dude. Is that SP? Yo, we can get SP versus Jesus. I'm down. We got another one in here, boys. I would still do that 1v1 versus Atham and Kreiser. It's Kreiser or Atham. Do you guys still want to do it, or you want to try it next week? Because we could do it next week, because, you know, it's 7:15. I got pizza waiting for me. So if you guys are down, like, if you guys like, you know what, it's late. Because I know it's late for you guys, too. You know? Jesus and boy. BBOOYY. I like it. Yo, Alleviate, are you going to try, Night Phase as well? I don't mind it now or later. It's up to you guys. It is really, really late. It is late for EU, so I appreciate you guys for hanging out like you are. You know, I really, really do. But I know it's late. If you guys would want to do it maybe next week, you guys just want to get some sleep, get some rest, I'm perfectly fine with it. You know? Perfectly fine with it. It's up to you, boys. Let's get pizza. Let's get pizza. Give me, dude. Friday, man. Pizza day. Keep watching the old 5V5 videos, no problem, man. Yo, thank you so much, Arda. I'll put them up in a playlist. Kran has a playlist, and I've been making a playlist of the Shadowlands duels. I'm glad you enjoyed, my guy. Up to you. Let's see how I feel after this duel. If I'm just starving, we'll just call it there. I'll get food. We'll do something like that next week, because we can always get it done next week. No biggie, right? Because we had a lot of groups today, so I'm trying to get you guys as many opportunities to play. Next week, maybe if the groups are a little bit dry, we could do that duel. You know, there's always options. Switch. We got ourselves Athaman over on Team 1. On that team, we got ourselves Bach with Jesus, Nimera, as well as Dai. On the other team, we got ourselves G-Funk together with Lyrex down below. We got SP as a Shadow Priest, TM Marie, Forrest as a Feral, as well as a XD, the Demon Hunter. It looks like the Feral is going to be first up. Who's going to be first up over on Team 1? It looks like maybe Nimera. A lot of them are mounted. Actually, it's going to be Jesus. I didn't even realize Jesus was out in the open already. TM is going to go for full bleeds. The Death Knight is definitely going to have himself a hell of a game. TM, look at it, poking behind the pillar. Go for those Moonfires from Lunar Affinity. Just go for Moonfires, building calm points. Trying to see if he lets the dots of Moonfire burn through the flesh shaft. That's going to be gripped by Jesus, putting the Feral out the open, hit him with Chain of Ice. AMS is up with the grippy hand. As long as he just stay on top of the Druid, he'll be okay. Barks it up, a CM getting hit with a stun, fighting the burning through a flesh cap, going to be a stun by the DK. The pet is used as well, going to be a silence on the TM, getting gripped up back and again and again. Jesus putting a Chain of Ice on the kitty cat. The kitty ain't going anywhere, has a wall if he needs to. Now he's power shifting, now he's trying to get out of there. I don't know if Jesus had a grip or not. But the DK tried to be out in the open, away from the pillars, and it is a little bit difficult to be away from pillars like that sometimes. It is quite difficult. Dropping down the dragon, maybe just dropping the dragon just to do some damage to TM, trying to keep him from re-stealthing. The pet, the ghoul, is also going to keep him in combat, as well as the Kevin Slime, unless that just disappeared. TM got himself Garden Infinity, as we're seeing the Frenzied Regen coming out of the Druid. And he also has a Necro Roach, so he's going to be able to get a lot of self-heals. Especially with the healing of some stun as he goes for a maim. That remote switch to stun actually lined up pretty well, so at least it kind of stops the Druid putting in the pressure. Then it's going to be Chillbane dropped in onto TM. Is it Chillbane? Is it Chillbane? Yo, Chill Pills, where you at? I saw you in chat earlier. Is it Chillbane? The one that bounces the snowball between two players? It's got to be, right? But I see Jesus using it. I think he got to wait until TM uses the Necrolord ability, the Swarm, and then he lets it bounce between the two, because there's going to be quite a bit of dim. Jesus is not going to sit that stun long at all. The AMS is up. SCM got himself full flesh cut up and running, got himself full bleeds. Maim onto Jesus with an IBF out of the death that he has full damage very, very, very soon. But does he have the survivability? Just trying to build up whatever runing power he can, maybe for death strikes, keep himself afloat. That is going to be Dark Pact or Death Pact. Is going to necrotic out a portion of his health where he can't heal, but at least gets a little bit of health back. TM, it's a perfect opportunity for him just to put some pressure into Jesus, let the bleeds do work, since Jesus can't heal either way. And I think Jesus got to find a way to get a full stun onto TM with full burst. He has the cooldowns available for it. He could make it happen. Grippy hand is up, stun onto TM, drink inside of it. The grippy hand going to keep gripping him in. Maim onto Jesus. It looks like TM is just going to bow out of there. The full 2 minutes of burst came back for Jesus, and TM burned a trinket for this time around. Yeah, but this time he also didn't have a flesh cut or anything like that. Jesus out of a pillar is going to have to find a way just to chop up through TM just by a little, just by a hair. Couple of blitz, couple of frost strikes here and there. You know, Shackles and Malediction on Jesus is going to have AMS for it. The Pharaoh is going to cancel the chain. It doesn't look like the Pharaoh is also committing too much of like aggression damage. He's just kind of letting the Dowser work, letting his Hods heal him up whenever possible. But so far he hasn't really committed big time damage. Is going to get a skull basher on the corner. TM is sitting at about half his health. I wonder if Jesus could maybe wait out for, I don't know, wait out for a stun together with maybe a pillar, trying to make some obliterates and frost strikes do damage, but they just don't do enough to break through the tough exterior that is the Feral. The DK as a class is just so cooldown reliant, just so proc reliant. And I'm hoping that Jesus is playing a dual wield, two-hand build, not actual dual wield build, because he does have a weapon in each hand, but I'm pretty sure it's just a transmog. Quick maim by TM. Jesus stuns him, but I think the bleeds have set in, trying to go for death strikes when possible, but the druid got him. It looks like someone on team 2 just left. I'm not really sure who it was, but we are missing one over on team 2. But then again, this Feral's playing for 2 people anyway, because Necrolord Ferals, you know what I mean? So I guess it's not the worst. Seems Druid is winning the duel. I thought Deco was supposed to be a strong opponent. They are. I think they're just very, very CD reliant. That is going to be a Bach getting the Feral out of the open. No stun. Open up by the cat. Maybe potentially big damage. Going to be that Kyrian Bird setting up with rapid fire. Explosive shot is there. Try to make sure the rapid fire is in line of sight, is in the range. TM is going to go for big defenses. And Bach is going to have to get the line of sight to get the aim shots in. Trinkets out of that maim as TM is able to get the dots up onto the Hunter. Feigned death by the Hunter for a moment. Does that remove all the dots? If it removes all the dots, then he'll be in a great position. TM is going to force himself back behind the pillar, leaping in, charging through the sky. Rapid fire for Bach, but I don't know if it'll be enough. I think TM just got way too much survivability. This man hasn't even had to burn a wall at all. I keep swapping the wrong person. I'm so sorry, by the way. The Hunter left, but it's fine. Not G-Funk. It was another Hunter, like Beastmaster, wasn't it? That's okay. Nah, it's fine. Nah, it's fine. Quick maim onto a Bach. Forest. I keep calling him TM, but it is Forest. Getting bleeds in. Actually, a big aim shot by Bach. Could he somehow turn around? Wait, the Feral actually bleeds. The Feral's health actually can get reduced. I thought this Feral was basically immortal. Gonna be that Kyrian setup. Definitely is catching the Feral with a rapid fire, trying to stay next to him as best as possible. Maybe kill shot to follow. Does he have enough dam? Trying to swing around the corner. Aim shots or arcane shots are coming through. Rapid fire for a bit more dam. The pet gets roared, but not the Hunter. Did he try to go for a bash on him? Did he miss that bash streak? Maybe he has enough dam. Wall is not gonna be there for long at all. Freezing trap. Does Bach have enough? And into a kill shot, sniping him out. Looks like the Feral does bleed. He does die. With XD gonna be up next versus the Hunter. Has a spectral sight to be able to catch up to Bach. Is gonna hit him with an I-beam from short range with a malediction to follow. Bach able to break that chain with range. Is gonna go for rapid fire, trying to get too far, so rapid fire does keep firing off. He needs a bit of that range. He has a pretty long range, longer than 40 yards, but he wants to make sure he's not too far out in the 50s and the 60s. Freezing trap. XD is gonna trick it out of it, hoping to just end the duel versus Bach if possible. Bach still has turtle shell. He better use it early, because Bach can definitely win. Double tap is available. Oh no. Kyrian down. Turtle shell is up. He just needs to get some sort of CC, some sort of slow onto XD. He's going to go for that scatter shot. Rapid fire to fire. That's going to be immunity out of XD though. Using that nether walk immunity. Freezing trap. Does Bach have line of sight? XD did not set a freezing trap long at all. Trick it out of Bach. Not to set that stun long himself either. Chimeric poison, I think, or maybe some kind of slow. It looked like maybe Chimeric was on XD. Darkness. Is he lucky? Oh, that aim shot ignored darkness completely. He went for the on, hoping, you know what, if this darkness immunes this aim shot, I will be okay. If not, it's over already. At least he decided to go for a play. And he got, that is so tough, dude. That is so RNG. Yo, maybe they should make change darkness, because darkness, like, randomly you could just immune the biggest hits that hits you. I feel like at this point maybe it should just be like some kind of a damage. Actually, no, don't make it a damage reduction. Do this instead. Give us a rogue smoke bomb. Give that 10% damage reduction outside of PvP scenarios. And then keep darkness as is, so rogues have some sort of raid utility. I'll be very happy with that. Gonna be a scatter shot on G-Funk. He's gonna go for a stun versus Bach. Flank and strike, throwing out all the damage. Bach has nothing as a defensive anymore. Maybe he can go for Feign Death camo, potentially. He's gonna send the pet over to G-Funk. Got himself rapid fire. Big damage going. G-Funk with a quick feign death for a second. Rapid fire still flying for Bach. Looking to end G-Funk. Feign death real quickly. Bach has no health at all. G-Funk is just going to go for a turtle with a flesh scarf. That was so close. Bach almost did it, dude. Bach the man, dude. Bach was able to defeat an unbeatable Feral Druid and tussle with a Demon Hunter after, as he had basically nothing left. It is definitely one of the tougher matchups G-Funk dropping down Freezing Trap onto Die is going to be able to, probably should be able to throw a full 100 mark on him and everything. Just load him up full of dots, throwing out grenades. Going to be a flank strike as the Chakra is spinning versus Die. The Rogue using evasion in order to deal with the damage. Cloak of Shadows also being used in order to deal with all damage completely. Die avoiding the dots for a second until that evasion is off. This is where G-Funk can start loading out some of the damage over time abilities onto Die. Going to be a trinket for the Rogue as he gets hit with a Freezing Trap. Going for a Vendetta versus G-Funk with a Vanish. Cheap shot to follow just to keep the chain going. G-Funk with a quick feint death. I don't think he has anything left, and Die just committed so much damage. Stunned by SP. Not gonna get this Rogue out of there. Mind games, maybe hit him with a stun. Dots, yeah, trinkets for it. Trinketed just to get that execute. Nemera as a Fury Warrior charging him with a Spear of Bastion. SP has nowhere to go, but he's gonna go for a Disperse. I guess Disperse gets him out of the Spear. That's weird. But it is. But there it is. Nemera tried to see if he might be able to get on the side of the guy while full Recklessness is up. But the wreck kind of goes out of the window. Maybe Nemera can get wreck back up quickly. It's only 1.5 minutes AD. So you might be able to make someone work with it either way. SP just trying to avoid the warrior as best as possible, get an auto attack through the wall. And Nemera might just go for a leap potentially, maybe mount up. There he goes. There he goes. SP has full offensive cooldowns back up. Defensively, he's not really doing super amazing. He got Greater Fate coming up very soon. Could go PI together with Vampiric Brace. I see a lot of Shadow Priests go for a PI and Vamp Brace together. But maybe he does something else. Maybe he does something different. Who knows? SP though, trying to see if he can round the bend around the corner, just trying to avoid him as best as possible. And Nemera just keeps chasing after the boy. There's a bit of a standstill as we hit 10-minute mark. Literally just avoiding him. He's just waiting for full CDs. Are you actually just gonna wait for Disperse while mounted? I mean, Nemera maybe should just mount up himself. Stormbolton, SP, I just try to go for a full Void Eruption. Nemera could potentially have some damage in. Bladestorm up. Maybe expecting some kind of CC from SP. But there is a trinket out of the warrior. Try to get an interrupt on the shadow. Could not quite do it. As Spaylane's got himself a bit of healing. Full wreck is up. He's going to Zerker Rage. That could be lots of damage. That's going to be full Disperse out of SP. Nemera is going to go for Shackles of Addiction while full Void Eruptions are up. Going to go for a Massive Spell just to remove the Shackles. Quick Fear by Nemera. SP is still super low in health. It's going to be that Execute out of Nemera either way. That was a rough one, dude. If only he didn't get hit by that Fear, I think it would have been okay. Going to be able to walk away from it afterwards. Either way, well done, boys. I think, how am I feeling right now? I'm starving, dude. I'm starving, Marvin. You know what? We are gonna call it here, boys. Yo, Chrysler, Atho, we'll do that duel next week. How does that sound? Remind me about it. Or DC's in chat, remind me about it. I still owe you guys a duel. Boy, you got group ready still? Do we queue you guys against? No, let's just call it there. I gotta get some food in me, man. I really love hanging out with you boys, doing the duels. Next week, more 5v5 1v1s. Be here for EU. Invite your friends, invite your boys, get more people in on these. This is super fun. We get some new fresh blood in here, you know? See ya, Dal. Take care. Yo, King, thanks so much for popping in, man. I didn't see you in chat at all, but be doing good. Gets food. Have a great weekend. Cheers. Yo, Arda, thanks for coming by. More duels tomorrow, boys, over on the NA. Thanks for giving some fun. Boo, thanks for joining me, my guy. It was always fun and always happy to see some different faces in here, you know what I mean? Can't have Chrysler taking all those 1v4s to Deathstroke. You know what I mean? We gotta get Boo in on these too, dude. You know what I mean? Boys, thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate it. Man, just don't have well-honed instant conduits on that to Hunter, or else I win easy. Yo, so next time you definitely gotta have a guy. Just gotta farm him up, you know what I mean? Well honed, man. Check World Quest. He probably is gonna be up there, you know what I mean? Probably gonna get him from World Quest, or if you don't have that one yet, do a Covenant Assault. You can get some conduits from there as well. At least finally got a moment as a Vente Red Pog, dude. You did Vente Red. I'm sad that they're not really trying to make Vente Red any better for PvP next patch. But hey, while it's been able to switch Covenants around left and right, Kathy, you could always go Vente for PvE. And if you want to do PvP, Necrolord, Kyrian, Faye, whatever you want to do, my guy. There's a lot of, the world is your oyster. Lots of opportunities available. But boys, thank you so much for coming by. I appreciate all of you. You guys are beautiful, wonderful. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks so much for the generous donos. You guys really just knocked it out of the park today. I really do appreciate it. Look at that, dude. Look at all you boys over here. Look at all y'all. And I don't think that's all of them yet. It's gonna populate, I think, by the time I do next stream. Or it should be most of you guys, I think. Maybe? I think it is most of you, actually. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not seeing one of them, though. I think I'm not seeing, maybe not. Maybe it's not showing up. Maybe. Well, I think everyone's, it'll populate next time around. Thank you, boys. I appreciate all of you. See you for the duels for NA tomorrow. And for EU boys dueling, I'll see you guys in duels next week or anytime in the stream. We stream from 5 to 7 p.m. East Coast every single day. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna hang out. You guys have a wonderful one. Matches are okay. Only expect for 100% to count to BM. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. I feel like at this point, that's all you gotta count just BM because that's like the biggest, toughest SOBs out there. You know, they gotta do something about BM, dude. Nerfing BM might be honestly, so many people want. They're just so dominant 2v2. Right? Let more classes play in 2v2. I actually put up a poll. A lot of you guys think that they should buff the underperforming specs rather than nerfing the overpowered ones. Majority of you guys that voted said that they should probably buff the underperforming ones, which is kind of crazy. I was surprised. I thought most of you guys would say, hey, just nerf the ones that are overpowered. But hey, you know what I mean? BMW, Windwalker Arms. Yeah, the majority of you guys in a poll wrote that, hey, don't nerf, buff the ones that aren't performing. Nerf Cobra Shot 10%. Yeah, no, I think if they just nerf Cobra Shot by a little, I think it'd be fine. And so was Arms Warrior. Yeah, they were pretty nuts too. That poll was BS. Was it really? Wait, what's wrong with that poll? For PvP? How was it BS? I mean, everybody gets to vote, right? I wrote in there like a mix of both, a mix of buffs for underperforming specs and nerfs was one of the overpowered ones. But I was pretty sure that poll was like really explicit. Buffs and nerfs for PvP in regards to 915. There's a Clueless. Hey, you know what I mean? Like, that's, I guess it is possible, right? It was good, but the votes are BS. Fair enough. Yeah. Monks are boosted this season. Yeah, monks as a BDB monks are nuts. I might have just have to make a video on BDB monks. Like, Necrolord monks are just insane. Here's why. Outlaw Rogue OP. Yo, we had an Outlaw Rogue in there, dude. Big Outlaw boys. Outlaw Viewers OP. You think so? That was awesome, bro. Thank you so much, Gina. I appreciate it, man. Hope you enjoy it. Hope you guys have fun hanging out. Yo, I'm gonna go. Thank you all. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna chill. Yo, Rocker boosted by mid part already. Yeah, just for playing when you get boosted. Alrighty. You guys have a wonderful evening. See you tomorrow. Alrighty. I gotta go. Yeah, because I can hang out with you guys all day, but I gotta go. Get some pizza and chill on the couch and all the good stuff. Peace.